Yes, welcome in week 7? Week 7 of high school football here on KSL Sports Red Zone. Thank you for joining us, everyone. We got QB2 Dane Stewart here, Jeff Hansen in the house. Jeff, you ready to go?
If you're QB2, do I even get a position?
Yeah, you're athlete 1. Remember, we introduced you last week as our number
that's
1
true.
athlete.
I am an athlete. Let me tell you a story.
Yeah,
We're going to start
please.
this off, and this is embarrassing, but it was the Olympics this summer,
It
right?
was, yep.
So like every company in the world, we had company Olympics, and somehow I got elected to run the parking lot dash. And Dane, I'm a large man, but I may be, and I'm not fast, but I might be the fastest large man that you know.
Okay.
And nobody knows this about me, that I'm this secretly sort of kind of fast, large guy. So I took off and went to surprise everybody. And I don't know if it was a 30-yard dash, if it was a 70. I have no idea what it was. But for about 80% of that race, I looked over and I could see like the light in people's eyes as they saw me running and are like, holy cow, look at this guy. And then both hamstrings popped. Both of them. Tore both of my hamstrings and limped my way. Ended up taking the silver medal still, even with 2 sore hamstrings. Yeah. So yeah, athlete 2, athlete 1.
I'm proud of you. You know, I would have responded with, I choose not to run.
Yeah, I should have.
Did you get the Yo Play medals?
No, they didn't
Doves
even.
in the background?
Didn't even give me an actual medal to wear. They just said, hey, silver medal, and sent me on my way.
We got to work on that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, we're just a couple of weeks away from having medals handed out. I mean,
Yeah.
It's crazy to think week 7. We got a lot of great action for you coming up tonight. You see Quad Box on your screen. Some of the games we're going to take you through tonight, Olympus taking on Alta, marching band out of Alta High School, but a great Region 6 battle here. Olympus, they got an opportunity to take a region championship. They need some help, but man, they've played great these last 2 weeks.
They've been surging the last 2 weeks, and they've been surging at home. Now they're going to take that defense that has started to figure some stuff out and looked very, very good. They're going to take that defense on the road for the first time since they have kind of figured it out. That's a big test against an Alta team. The peaks and valleys have been pretty steep and pretty deep, but it's been fun to watch, and there's certainly a ton of talent on that Alta side of the ball.
The consistency and then the duration has been.
Yeah.
Alta's looked great for 2 or 3 quarters, and then can they close out a game front to end? How about you want to talk about a team with a lot of mileage? Crimson Cliffs, my goodness, it feels like every week they're making the bus trip up to Salt Lake Valley. Defending 4A state champions, taking on Stansbury in the black and blue. This is our game of the week. It'll be a good one.
It is going to be a good one. Stansbury, and they really came onto the scene a couple of years ago, and then we sort of forgot about them a little bit last year, but Stansbury's still really good. Bronx Baker, the little brother of Easton. If you haven't seen him play, he doesn't look, I think he's a sophomore this year?
Yeah, I think so.
He does not look like a sophomore, Dane. He looks like he's a sophomore in college. He's worth the price of admission, and a Crimson team that started to look a little bit more like the Crimson we're used to seeing.
Yeah, that's going to be a great battle. 2 really good running teams. And then a really good one. Really, really fun. Orem and Maple Mountain. This is potentially a Region 7 championship game. Timpview obviously will have their name in that as well. But Maple Mountain and Orem, Jeff, this is maybe one of the biggest games of the night.
Yeah, a Maple Mountain team that has a ton of young talent. They have been able to keep their talent at Maple Mountain, which is great. I mean, there's been a lot of really good players who have gone to Timpview or gone to other schools. Those guys are playing at Maple Mountain this year, and the results are showing. And then Orem, they've got to bounce back from that gut punch loss on the road against Skyview last week.
That was their first loss. Maple Mountain's undefeated 6-0. Orem 5-1 after losing 60-59 to Skyview. I'm curious to see what kind of Orem team you get. Because we talked about, again, Orem has looked like, pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
And then, some lapses at times. And, if they put together a full 60 minutes, which I actually feel like they did last week.
Yeah.
And then 59 points, they still came out with a loss. What kind of effort do we get from Orem tonight? Those are 3 of our games we'll have for you. We've got a couple others as well that we'll be diving into as the night continues. But for now, let's head out to Orem for that Maple Mountain Orem. Orem with the football and awfully close to a first down here on the game's opening drive.
And what a great effort by Tayden Kaava. It's going to be coming back due to pretty obvious hold. But you love to see him get out, scramble for those yards, do what you need to win, and we'll have a 3rd and long coming up.
Christopher Swank is the referee. We'll hear from him for the first time here tonight.
Holding.
Offense, 10 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, third down.
Penalty called against the right tackle, Maui Tonata. Alexander Timolip, Gavin Atkinson on the Rewind Sports Network's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann and Associates. No scorer. We're just underway here between Maple Mountain and Orem. Third down and 16
yards for the first down
for the Orem Tigers. Ka'ava lines up in the backfield. He's got Bills to the right of him. And he takes the snap on the shotgun. Pressure coming off the edge. Ka'ava steps up in the pocket, now throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good pressure up the middle, and the pass that time intended for Kawe Akana falls incomplete, and it'll be fourth down.
And Maple Mountain right there does a great job of containing the quarterback. You've got the coverage down the field, not giving him any options down the field. And that was our first taste at this Maple Mountain defense and how incredible they can be. Brings on a punt, 3 and out, and Maple Mountain's right where they need to be. Going to have a short field for their offense to work with.
Kawe Akana will punt the football away, and he gets a sidewinder off.
All right, we're going to take you out to another game. Woods Cross at Roy in a big region matchup.
The market officially at the 45, so that's where
why the play action fake worked earlier in the drive. Got the ball to Zay Morris, and then you hand it off to Logan Sella and have him run it all the way to the end zone. Great job.
Colby Froker in to attempt the extra point. One of the best kickers in the state. We've got some good ones this year. That was blocked. So not the start they want on special teams. But the Royals will celebrate a 6-0 lead.
Look at this. Point of attack, broken tackle. It's almost like you don't want to guard him right there. You don't want to tackle that guy.
All right, so Roy, how about those yellows, Jeff?
I like it. I didn't think I would, but I like that all yellow look for Roy tonight.
Look, man, black and gold, you can't go wrong. We're going to take you out to Alta. Olympus, the offense on the field for their first time tonight, taking on the Alta Hawks.
And it goes incomplete.
Yeah, Sam Nada, transfer from Park City High School, just a sophomore, holds a Utah offer. And if that name sounds familiar, he is the son of Haloti Nata, a phenomenal football NFL player, former Highland Ram, former Oregon Duck, former Baltimore Raven, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to see him a lot tonight.
Fourth down, and the offense will stay out there. Evans takes a direct snap, and he'll punt it away. The running back here gets this one away, and we'll have the Alta Hawks coming out for their first drive of the afternoon.
And I apologize. I said Max Rice was a junior.
All right, we're going to head right back out to Orem. Maple Mountain got the possession after the punt, and they are in Orem territory right now at the 33-yard line.
As the Eagles are already inside of the 35-yard line. First and 10 from the 34. Man goes in motion. Jensen back to pass, looking up the middle. Now he's going to get out of the pocket. Got a spy on him. Gets to the sideline, and he'll get out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. And a first down run on the scramble there for the quarterback, Jensen.
And the speed of Mason Jensen just really at full display right now. Outrunning number 22, Dylan Dye, who's been a pretty solid running back for Orem so far this year. Gets the chains moved and gets it to the 20.
So into the red zone go the Golden Eagles for the first time here tonight. Triple wide receiver lines up in a stack to the right. Jensen in the shotgun. They show pressure off the edge. And they throw that way, and the pass is caught. But no one is fooled on that Orem defense. Felati Iyongi, who plays also as a safety, make the tackle on the receiver, number 18, Max Stonebreaker.
And you had number 4, Riker Mickelson, the linebacker, showing pressure and getting pressure on the quarterback. You know, it's that screen play, almost got that one out of the quarterback's hands.
6 yards lost on the play. Moves the ball back to the 26-yard line for Maple Mountain, 2nd and 16. Double wide receivers now go to either side. Maonga remains the single setback. 3 seconds on the play clock. Ross goes in motion. Jensen looking to throw. Throws up the seam into coverage, and it is caught! What a catch by Morehouse. He brings it down inside the 5.
Now, Jensen placed that ball perfectly. You had pressure coming one of Orem's defenders was coming unblocked, put that right where it needed to be, just floated it over the defender's head. And we've got Maple Mountain on Orem's 1 yard line.
First and goal.
Double back set now for Mason Jensen. First and goal from the 2. Handoff to Maungo, right side, and he powers his way in for a touchdown. And Maple Mountain strikes first, taking advantage of that short field.
And make it 8 for Eli Monga on the season. Really just an excellent...
Well, Jeff, quick work there for Maple Mountain, huh? Right down the field and score.
Yeah, Maple Mountain, that team's good.
They are good.
Mason Jensen's been great at quarterback. There's a couple of defensive linemen that I'm excited to watch the defensive side of the ball for Maple Mountain against this high-flying Orem offense. Wolfgram and Jag Ione, they both have 5 sacks, 4 sacks on the season, each of them. They're great. This Maple Mountain team, they got talent everywhere.
They've been flying under the radar all year. It's the number 2 scoring defense behind the Brighton Bengals. Through 6 games, they've only allowed 77 points, speaking of Maple Mountain. That defense does not give a lot. It's one reason why I thought that game would be so fun. Strength against strength tonight.
Yeah.
Thus far, it's the Golden Eagles coming out on top.
Yeah, going to be a lot of fun. Coach Kalen Hall, we don't talk about him very much. He's done a fantastic job. Yes, Kalen Hall, Kalen Hall. He's done a fantastic job with that program.
Talented staff, too. I mean, there's a lot of guys that know a lot of football that came with him to Maple Mountain. You mentioned it. It's all about keeping players at home for the Golden Eagles. Good early returns. They graduated some seniors last year, too. Yeah. And yet to turn around in his second year, be 6-0, it's a great start for them. We're going to head back out to Alta now. Alta has the football. They're driving against this stingy Olympus defense. One other note that we want to make, we won't go out to this game, but one thing we will keep you apprised of, that Woods Cross team, talk about players that we don't talk about a lot. Viliami Tapaatuatai, young man, running back for Woods Cross, one of the top rushers in the state. He's had monster games. It's been a big reason why Woods Cross has been so successful. We'll see him a little bit later as the night goes on. But let's head out to Alta for this Hawk Drive as they're knocking on the door of the red zone.
This one might be one that they want to go for. It looks like they're up and ready to go. It is so short, but I like that play call. You go to the 2-back set. You're using versatile personnel to try and catch Olympus off guard. Now, Matt McKay is in the backfield, and Olympus is going to call a timeout.
Timeout taken by the Titans as they try to figure out their call here on the 4th down. 7:15 left to go in the first. Brian, let's take a look at these two sides. This matchup at hand, as we mentioned, for the home side, the Alta.
All right, timeout there. We're going to take you back to Orem. This is the only other drive in action right now. Orem starting at their own 20, trailing here 7-0.
Kaava from the shotgun, head off on a cutback. This is Iongi. And Felate Iongi gets about maybe a yard before he's cut down on the play by a host of white shirts.
Iongi on the carry, picking up 1 yard.
Uhila Wolfgram on the stop there, among others.
Second down.
And again, as Gavin said, that was a good drive. They picked up the 3rd down, but it was negated by penalty. So double backs here again for the quarterback Taden Kaava on 2nd and 9 from the 21. Iongi remains the single setback. They motion Beckham Curtis out of the backfield. They swing it to him on the outside, and he is chopped down right away. No one was fooled. That's Karsten Fagan, the corner.
The pass complete to number 23, Zach Graver.
And Zach Graver actually made the catch.
Maple Mountain doing a great job staying true to their zones, playing the cover 3, and there was just nowhere to go.
So again, another early 3rd down here for this Orem offense. Triple wide receiver now lines up to the right. Graver lines up as the single setback. 4 men on the rush. They bring extra. Kaava throws. That is complete for the first down and more. And that is Feleti Iongi with the first down of the game for the Orem Tigers.
Pass complete to number 1, Feleti Iongi.
And you know, there's the saying, live by the sword, die by the sword. You live by the zone and you die by the zone. If you don't get pressure on the quarterback, those receivers will find the hole in the zone. That's what Orem did right there. Kaava making a great throw.
So first down of the game for Orem. 1st and 10 now.
All right, we're going to take you back to Roy because the Roy Royals, they got to stop. The offense back on the field, and here come those beloved Yellows, Jeff.
They look great. Let's get Robert Young going, just so that we can have the Roy Royals and Roy from the Roy Royals roiling down the field.
Here to not allow any penetration which allowed Robert Young to get out in the open and make that happen. Great execution there by Roy.
Great job by the offensive line. Moves the chains, 1st and 10. Again, so much for that false start penalty. Hasn't been a factor here for them early. Gardner looking deep again, taking a shot.
That's
too much on it. Looking for Froker, Colby Froker.
Call pass interference on that one.
There is a flag on the play.
It was holding. It was definitely holding.
Yep.
But Froker in the open field is speedy. He's got range there.
Holding defense, 10 yards.
So that's the thing.
First down.
The ball was in the air when the holding happened. So is that pass interference or is that holding? He was holding throughout the route. I'd take the 15-yarder over the 10-yarder, though. So
either way, they got the ball at the 31-yard line of Woods Cross with the new set of downs. 6:41 left to play in the first quarter. This has been all Roy so far.
All right, we will check back in on this one a little bit later. We're going to take you back out west. Stansbury with a big play. They've got the ball at the 22-yard line, trailing Crimson Cliff 7-0.
52 on that pitch and catch, and it's 1st and 10 from the 22.
I didn't think they were going to pass it. Neither did Crimson Cliffs.
1st and 10. Dearden's going to hold on to that one. And Dearden gets about 1 on that one to the 21. But how about that? Just completely switched the field on that one. Brighton comes in tonight. He has 10 completed passes for 242 yards and 3 touchdowns. So they have had a couple quarterbacks in for Stansbury this season.
Yeah, he's mainly a reliever, but all of a sudden, Coleman Dearden is all like, I got to protect my job.
Dearden's back in at quarterback, 2 backs in the backfield. They'll hand this one off to Peterson, and a flag flies as he's got a first down. We'll see what the call is, though.
Stansbury's already walking back. I feel like the accuser, he's like, yeah, that was me.
Flags down at the 19-yard line, so may not be as bad as it's a hold on Stansbury, but it's back from the spot of the foul.
Oh, these fans are not happy about this.
So back it up to the 30-yard line. So a 9-yard penalty for the Stallions brings up second.
All right, we're going to take you out to Alta real quickly as the Titans just found the end zone.
Line. I said slant. Max Rice had a better idea. He's like, no, I'm going for 6 on this one. And that's a touchdown with Lloyd. Caden Lloyd for 6.
The Titans off the deep ball take a lead. The PAT coming up. It'll be Asher Gubler out for the PAT. But prior to, we'll have a flag.
All right, sorry we missed that one. We're going to head back to Stansbury. 3rd and long here for the Stallions.
Go and get after that open area and away from the middle and the teeth of that defense.
3rd and 14 here for Stansbury as Dearden stays in the pocket, throws for the end zone, too far, incomplete.
Oh, there's a flag.
But a flag comes in late, intended for Logan Lewis. In coverage was Tyler Gibb for Crimson Cliffs.
Tyler Gibbs trying to say, hey, that was uncatchable, ref. I don't know about that one, but it looked pretty passy interference from here at least.
We'll wait to see the call from our officiating crew.
Oh, they're waving it off.
They waved off the flag. They mentioned what you thought Gibb was thinking. That ball was probably uncatchable.
Wayne's on the other side saying, that was definitely not catchable. I'll tell you that right now. He was heated on the sideline.
Head coach Lee Leslie wants an explanation.
Lee said, that was catchable. You don't know my guys. I got Megatron on the side.
So the offense stays out here for Stansbury on 4th and 14.
That's a big field goal. We did have the Pink Panther last week, but I don't know if the Pink Panther suited up.
We had 3 different 50-yard attempts last game in that Alta Highland game. Neither kicker for either of these teams has attempted a field goal this season.
We did see Stansbury's kicker out here kicking from the 40, saying, Coach, just give me a shot. I want that 50.
All right, we got a timeout called by the Stallions, so we'll take the timeout as well. 5 minutes to play here in our opening quarter. Fourth down decision upcoming.
All right, timeout there. Let's take you back to Orem. The Orem defense this time getting a stop. Offense hasn't had a lot of success here early on for the Tigers, Jeff.
They have not. That Maple Mountain defensive line is very, very good. Uhila Wolfgram, just a freshman. Jag Ione is a sophomore. That is a young group. But already you've seen Wolfgram with the sack in this game. They're getting after Taden Kava. Orem's going to have to figure that out because Maple's not going anywhere. That defense has been stout all season long.
It's one of the things where, we've seen this Orem team, for several weeks now, and Iongi and Akana. Now you've got guys that can match up with them. How do you create enough offense? Remember, they fell down to American Fork, 20-3.
Yeah.
Had to come back, make some adjustments in that one. How important is this to just say, hey, guys, we just got to hang around and we'll figure this out as the game goes on?
Yeah, it's a big deal, and I think it starts up front for Orem. They've got the playmakers. They've got the quarterback. They've got to find some continuity on the offensive line to slow down that Maple Mountain pass rush to give those playmakers a chance. If they can't figure it out up front, it could be a long night for the Orem Tigers.
I've got a great nickname. We'll come back to that one. How about this, though? Stansbury had a 3rd and long or a 4th and long, and a big conversion. They get this inside the 5. It's 1st and goal for the Stallions looking for their first points at home against Crimson Cliffs.
I know what I'm doing.
Gain a 34 on that one, and it's 1st and goal, Stansbury.
What a play call.
See if the Stallions can punch it in here on 1st and goal. Hand it off, and gathering his footing and finding the corner is Noah Seifus for the touchdown.
Man, we've got ourselves a game now with that 4th down. Holy cow, there's a reason no kickers have seen the field this season. They're like, we've got 4 downs to get a 1st down. Watch us.
So the Stallions able to answer, get a big 4th down conversion, and cash it in on the next play. Noah Seifus with the rushing touchdown.
Boy, big touchdown there for Stansbury, Jeff. Great to see a grass field, too, isn't it?
It is great. I mean, that paint job is maybe a week or 2 old, but it is great to see a grass field. It's the way football was meant to be played.
I'm not going to lie. I like that blue and black. We were talking about that pregame. I like the uni choice. I like the blue and black checkered end zone. It makes me think of Carbon and my good friend Dusty Litzer there. See some blue and black out there.
I wasn't a huge fan, but it does make us think of Dusty, so I'm a fan. I'm a fan today.
That point after is good for Stansbury. That one tied up at 7. Back out to Alta, 7-3. Olympus in front. Alta with the ball here, trailing in the first quarter.
It looks like that was Birdsley coming in and making the play.
Yeah, it sure was. Ryder Birdsley must have been upset that he didn't get the fumble recovery. Took it out on the poor quarterback there, Tucker Brown. But just a great job by him from the out. He's almost playing like a nickel position out there, outside linebacker position. Just comes off the edge. A great stunt there, too, as the defensive line shifted to the inside, or we used to call it a crash. I don't know if people at home know what that is.
The senior linebacker coming up huge on 1st down. It's 2nd and long for the Hawks. Brown steps back, and it's batted and dropped. Birdsley had it, couldn't bring it in, hits the turf, incomplete, but Brian so close.
Alex, I love football so much, and I'm cutting you off here, but I just want to talk. You talked about Lincoln Ames, right? He comes off the edge. He does a great job of putting pressure on the quarterback. Ball's a little high. Who's there? Ryder Birdsley? You just can't quite reel it in. That's one of those plays where it's like the overall result was an incomplete pass, but so much happened. Man, I love that series.
Unfortunate. That was bobbled up at least 5 times. Birdsley so close to getting the
everywhere,
pick.
but in
All right, we got to step aside here, take a quick break. Our first one of the night. You're listening to Week 7, KSL Sports Red Zone.
Pressure this time. He has enough time to get out to Lonis. Lonis is met, and he's going to be wrestled down. Nowhere to go. They get the 1st down, and then the drive stalls out with a sack.
And really, I'll give a lot of credit to the Olympus defense there. A couple plays, right? It was the sack by Birdsley, and Lincoln Ames did a great job on that one of crashing inside, bringing the tackle in, and Birdsley basically came in untouched. And then the second time it was Lincoln Ames doing what he does best, rushing the quarterback, and it was Birdsley that almost had the big interception, but regardless, that defense starting to play really confident.
The ball is out. McAllister can't bring it in. The ball is out. The Titans recover.
Boy, it's just a calamity of events for Alta. Not able to get the snap. This is a program that puts a lot of effort into special teams, and you see that happen, and it just takes the wind out of the sails, and this defense now is back up against their heels, and there is so much momentum in favor of the Titans right now. Just a great job of getting inside, playing to your keys, and then recovering the muffed snap.
A big opportunity here for the Alta defense to come up big. Backed up against their own end zone. It's first down and 10. Ball on the 13. Rice will keep. He tries to get it out to his left. Does. Gets a good amount of yardage. I want to say that's 6 on the quarterback keep, and it's second down.
Yeah, 6 for 6 on that one. Not quite a touchdown, but yards. And it was a great job by Jack Evans of leading on that one and able to get him a really good pickup on that first down. And they're inside the 10, so they can still pick up a first down, but this is basically second and goal for them.
Ball on the 9-yard line, 1:59 left to go here in the first quarter. Rice takes the snap, he'll drop back, has to go out to his left, the flag is out, he'll throw it into the end zone, incomplete. And it looks like this one might be going against the Titans.
Love and positivity. Sometimes it starts with a hug, though, Alex, and I keep trying to tell people offensive linemen just want to give out hugs. That's it. But we know that hugs aren't always welcome. The official taking care of business on that one. It was definitely a hold on that one. I believe it was number 51, Ben Wallenberg, who was basically tackled on that. And, just real quick aside, I'm going to shout out Timmy Snell, not playing tonight, but he played nose guard for Alta. He's out with a collarbone injury, and he is a pass rush master. He's not the biggest guy on the field, but he uses every ounce of his frame to make movement. I called him Mini Hulk. And sad that he's not playing tonight. Get healthy, my guy. Looking forward to seeing you next year.
4 receivers lined up to the near side. Gets it out quick and can't connect. Looking for Caden Lloyd, who has the touchdown, but it goes incomplete.
I don't know that we talk enough in football about the mentality of second and long, third and long. We saw it on that last drive with the Hawks. I think at the high school level, it's so much more clear, right? You see Olympus was cooking there, and not just because Max Rice, cooking rice. Anyway. But then you get the penalty, and now all of a sudden you're backed up third and long, and the offense just doesn't have that same momentum. The vibes aren't as intense.
Third down coming up here for the Titans. Rice drops back, has to cut out to his left. The pressure's coming, and he's going to be sacked. The Alta Hawks get in the backfield. Cole Albrecht with the sack.
Albrecht came to play tonight. That's the second time he's done a fantastic job. He's listed as a defensive back, but he's almost playing.
All right, welcome back, Olympus. Boy, they had it inside the 10. Penalties backed them up. They have to settle for the field goal, and that one is no good. So 7-3, that Alta defense with a big stop.
A huge win for Alta. The way that Olympus got the ball was a muffed punt snap. The punter just dropped the punt. Alta got the ball at about the 10-yard line Olympus got the ball at about the 10-yard line. For Alta to hold them to no points is a huge win.
Let's head out to American Fork. Cavemen with a 7-0 lead and the ball here inside the 10.
And company. Play action. Fires that one. End zone. What a play! Kane Wilkinson. A one-hander on the fade route. Touchdown. American Fork Cavemen.
Great lob throw, but I got to tell you, that was an even better catch. Cade Wilkinson with the one-handed OBJ reception in the end zone. Diving back, I mean, it doesn't get that much better.
That was nasty.
Well, Jeff, we'll have to take their word for it. Sight lines, where we got set up. It's hard when you get unplugged immediately before a game. We won't go into all of that, but hard to see that catch. Well, we'll do that off air because we have class in how we approach our streams and our coverage. So
try to.
We'll deal with that another way. But AF now up 14-0. Good start for the Cavemen.
Yeah, I mean, look, Lone Peak, they've been our top-ranked team for the last few weeks. This is a big showing from the AF offense.
And we didn't talk about this. Lehigh lost last night. We'll get into that one. They were undefeated, so this would really be a chance for Lone Peak to cement that number one once again. But, one of the fascinating things about this game, you want to know the last time that American Fork lost 5 games in the regular season?
I would guess, but I'd be wrong.
So they're 2-4 coming into tonight.
Right.
So last time they lost 5 games in a regular season, 2013. It's been a while. It's a rivalry game, but yet American Fork has struggled with Lone Peak. Anyway, that's such a fascinating one. That's going to be a great one to keep a tab on all night. We'll head back out to Orem as the Tigers here with it across the 50, still trailing Maple 7-0 in the second quarter.
Kaava runs the pitch again, and now it's going to be a backwards pass, and that is going absolutely nowhere. Boy, Gavin, you said it. This Maple Mountain defense not letting anything pass go here in this first half.
And you see Filete Iongi on the sideline distraught because he was wide open. If he was able, the pitch was able to throw that ball on that trick play, it would have been that first down. Didn't see him. And, oh, man, Orem's going to want to have back.
Not the first time I think we said that tonight. Here's a sidewinder punt. That is going to tumble inside the 5 and be down at the 1. Just at the 1 yard line, inside the 1. In fact, it's going to be on the half-yard line. So a hot dog bun inside the 1.
What are you going to do about that?
Not one thing.
That is speed. That is dynamic ability. It's supposed to hit off tackle, but he's like, I got so much speed, I'm just going to hit this up outside. And the pyrotechnics is out.
Fireworks after every touchdown here at Roy.
Watch him possibly do a fake field goal here. Robert Young is your holder. But they missed the first extra point. Oh, yeah, that's a nice kick.
Broker gets this one, and Roy
Good start for Roy. This was one that I thought might be an upset special this week, Jeff.
Yeah, Roy, that offense, nobody slowed him down yet. That Woods Cross team is better than I think a lot of people realize. But until somebody slows down Roy, I'm going to have a hard time picking against the Royals.
I didn't say I picked against him. I said it was an upset special.
You left it open for me.
Speaking of picks, AF, that defense just got a pick on Lone Peak.
Look, I mean, for American Fork, they've showed signs of a really strong offense throughout the year. It's been the defensive side of the ball that's been the struggle. Man, they've been lights out so far tonight. Huge interception.
Yeah, Jeff's really picked on that defense all year.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, because I have too.
But I have. I mean, you're not criticizing anything that's untrue.
It's been a tough year for that defense, and so great start for them tonight. See if they can hold on to it. Such a fun game. Yeah. All right, where do we want to go? Let's see. Where do we want to go? Actually, let's hang out here because we don't have a lot of action going on.
Well, and this seems like a huge opportunity right now for American Fork. With the turnover, the momentum swing, that crowd is going crazy. If they can score here, Dane, if they can go up 21-0, we've talked about it a few times. If there's one thing that we haven't seen from Lone Peak a ton yet, it's the ability to score in bunches. A 21-0 first half deficit would be enormous in this game.
You know, it's interesting because I was thinking about this, and if I read off the point totals to you for Lone Peak, this is week 7. They've played 6 games.
Okay.
Week 1, 21.
Yep.
Week 2, 31. Week 3, 28. Week 4, 38. Week 5, 35. Week 6, 37. Their offense actually has been pretty good. And when I saw it, I was like, gosh, I
think
I have not given it the credit that I think it has deserved.
I think they've had defensive scores in like 4 of those games.
Okay, so where do the other 30 points come from, Jeff?
Still, that's great. But 21 in the first, is it still the first quarter? I think it's still the first quarter out there.
That's what it says.
So, that's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points.
We've seen AF be able to score, 40 points in a game a couple of times, I think, this year. I just don't know. I don't know if Lone Peak, maybe we're wrong. Maybe all those 30 points, maybe it's there.
So here, to your point, in 2 of the last 3, they have had defensive touchdowns.
Yeah, they've got Mayberry in the secondary. He's an offensive weapon when he's playing safety. But, yeah, I mean, American Fork can score a bunch. I haven't seen it with my own eyes that in a shootout type of a game, Lone Peak can win.
That's fair. That's fair.
Look, if you're going to be the top dog, there's going to be some criticism that has to come with that. You get all the praise, but then when there's those areas of like, well, I don't know yet. I don't think it's against the rules to say it. And I don't know yet if they can hang in a shootout. And this looks like American Fork. They're moving the ball here again, already into Lone Peak territory. I just don't know if they have the horsepower to keep up in this one.
I mean, I will say Lone Peak's wearing the white helmets. I know Jeff doesn't like that karma.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but now that you have, I thought that they had learned their lesson, but here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Let's head out to, let's go to Stansbury, shall we? Stansbury with the ball, 7 apiece, approaching midfield here.
Cover 2. Many NFL announcers will say this should be illegal.
Near side, Rich got another catch. He's out past the 50. He's close to that yard, that line to gain, maybe about 3 yards shy.
And I don't see a puncher coming out. Let's see.
Oh, maybe we do.
Maybe we do. I lied, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize.
There's a gain of 15 on that one, but
All
it
right,
wasn't.
punt there. Moose is out in the field, so we're leaving it. Let's head out to Alta. Olympus back on the ball here, looking at a 3rd down.
Yeah, and you see the difference there when it's a handoff, right? Because you're just accounting for numbers, but also it was Kalipa Samaeli who did a great job of coming up from the linebacker position and making the tackle in the backfield, and that's a great stop for this Alta defense.
Big read there from Samaeli on 2nd down. Rice on 3rd. He gets it out quick with a catch. Enough for the first and wrestled down. That's that's going to be Tommy Nelson again with another huge catch on 3rd down.
Yeah, Alta's got some great size at the wide receiver position. You got 21 Tommy Nelson, you got 31 Sam Nada, 6'3", 6'4", respectively. I guess reverse that. Sam is 6'3", Tommy's 6'4". And Max Rice is able to get the ball out, and he threw a real dart. Darts only.
The senior receiver, a big target for the Titans. Here's another throw over the middle. It's caught, wrestled down, and a nice play on 1st.
Yeah, I love the confidence that Max Rice is starting to play with there as he found number 18, Luke Campbell, on the slant. It's a big pickup on 1st down, and 2nd and short now. It just puts so much pressure on the defense, and easy right now to go with a QB run or even a handoff, and you still have all your options on 3rd down.
9:45 left to go in the 2nd. This ball out to Evans. Evans pops it out to his right, dives forward and gets the first, but a late flag comes out. And I believe this one's going to go against the Olympus offense.
Yeah, it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
Offensive linemen love pancakes, Alex. And sometimes you get a little too aggressive with your pancake. We used to call it giving them a smoothie afterwards. And I think that's going to be the penalty here. But I just don't think the officials really understand how excited we are about a pancake on the offensive line. But again, love and positivity.
Brian, you've been around longer than I have. Is there a rivalry to be talked about here between the Alta Hawks and the Olympus Titans?
You know, it's interesting you say that. I don't think traditionally there is, but the way this new region is set up where it's so many East Side schools, I do think there is one that is starting to develop. You know, these are not opponents that traditionally had faced each other. Alta was at 6A for so long. One of the larger programs in the state, and we talked about that a little bit before, just the difference in the Hawks 10 years ago and then when Corner Canyon opened and now how the program is operating. But I do think that there is potential for a rivalry, and maybe this is the game tonight where it really starts to solidify that.
Rice will hand it off to Evans. Evans out to his left. This time has room and space, cuts up and gets just enough. We'll see where the spot is, but that should be enough for the first, and it is. First down, Titans.
Yeah, Jack Evans is a fun runner, especially when it's the outside, and he's a big running back at 6'2", 180. You can see his ability to on those stretch zones They're trying to get out wide. Does a great job of getting upfield very quickly. So, like an Aaron Roderick style system at BYU, that would be a perfect type of offense for Jack Evans at the next level.
3 lined up to the far side, gets it out quick to Nelson. Nelson immediately wrapped down. Good gain on first here for the Olympus Titans.
Yeah, he pays the price, and those slant routes are always a little difficult because you're going into traffic, and you see Nelson jump up immediately. Those kinds of dudes have different blood flowing through their veins, I'm sure of it.
The senior receiver making another big play for the Titans here on this drive. 3 receivers lined up at the far side for Olympus. Evans lined up in the backfield. Rice takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Evans. Evans up the middle, cuts, gets past 2, and then he's going to be met by a swarm of Hawks, but that's plenty for the first down.
It is so rare that you see an explosive play in the run game. It's even more rare that you see it up the middle. It's even rarer that you see it with multiple broken tackles. But that's what Jack Evans is. He's a rare player. Watch him just lower the shoulder and run through the player. That's a big-time play from a big-time player.
8 minutes left here in the second. 7-3, Olympus leads. Here comes Rice, who keeps. He goes up the middle and gets a good gain on first down.
And what's your thank you for a big play? Go out and block. You see on that one, Alta's starting to get wise as Cole Albrecht figures out what he needs to do on that one. Can't see if they made an adjustment in terms of the technique that they're playing in or what, but he may just be doing a better job of squeezing that a little tighter.
Evans heads over to the sideline for a breather. We'll have Hughley here on second down, lined up alongside Rice. Hughley goes in motion. Rice with the snap. He drops back. The pressure coming. Cole Albrecht can't get him down. Rice escapes and is able to make ground up. It looked like they had him in the backfield, and he escapes.
I don't want to say it, but it looked like Rice was cooked, right? Cole Albrecht very, very good at getting to the quarterback, but when you try to get home like that, you got to finish the play. His body's just a little too contorted. Max Rice escapes, able to get a few extra yards.
We asked the people at home to keep track of how many cooked rice references we get in tonight's broadcast.
Sip your Dr. Peppers wisely.
It'll be third down, coming up here for the Titans. Ball on the 14-yard line. 6:44 left to go. Rice tries to get it out. It has to escape up the middle and met by a wall of Hawks. He's going nowhere. Huge defensive stop here for Alta on third down.
Yeah, and I believe that was Stanley from the nose guard position who led that. But a great job of the Alta Hawks staying home in that one, stuffing up the play. It looked like they were trying to do an RPO type action, but part of the problem was the offensive line was so far down the field. I think even if Max Rice had thrown the ball, it likely would have been an illegal man downfield, but great job by that Alta defense.
Asher Gubler comes out, tries another field goal. This one again can't put it on frame. It's no good. And the Alta...
Boy, remember a couple weeks ago, it was Brighton that was missing field goals against Olympus, and right now Olympus missing field goals against Alta.
Feels like special teams is always a thing in these Alta games. For seemingly every week, there's been punt returns for touchdown, block kicks, all kinds of special teams.
It's why Moose and Kyle talk about it, right?
I guess. Something about those Alta Hawks and kickers.
Yeah. Let's head back out to Orem. Orem with this here in their own end.
22, man. Ayungi goes in motion to the right. Kaava looking to throw. No one open down the field. Now gets rid of it, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline and into the end zone for the touchdown is Karsten Fagan. And in a game where offense has not been the story, it's Maple Mountain's defense that has the first big play of the game.
Boy, big defensive play there. We'll come back to this. Let's head out to Roy as the Woods Cross Wildcats able to find the end zone.
Run, but you have to understand the situation. It's third down. It's 3rd and 9.
Yep.
They're going to throw the ball. And so they threw the ball right there, and that was just a missed assignment right there on the defense by that alley player. And that's what sucked. You can't miss your assignment. You asked me earlier. Everybody's got to stick to their one assignment and do that job and rely on the next man to you to do that job. And that right there, the alley player's job is that wing player. He releases like that right down the slot. That is your guy. That's tough because he was wide open. The ball hung forever. Against the offense like this, you're going 0 across the board, so you have no help. So if you lose your guy.
All right, so Woods Cross making this a ball game. Let's head out to Stansbury. The Stallions with it, tied up at 7 at midfield.
Over 7 games. Come on, Stansbury, step it up.
So Stansbury back to work, 1st and 10 from midfield. They'll hand this one off. And Cyphus goes nowhere on that carry.
But then you have to go against Crimson Cliff's defense, and that is Coach Alafipo's specialty, and they know how to get her done.
Keegan Barrow and Nathan Entz there to make the stop there for Crimson Cliffs.
And I
love
love
a defensive battle here.
Yeah, I love when you see a freshman out there, 97, Major Stokes. I was told he was a tight end, and he's like, I can do it all.
2nd and about 9.5 here is Dearden. Dumps it out to Ferry, spin move, but can't go anywhere as he's wrestled down by guess who, Major Stokes, who you just mentioned.
Goodness gracious, he's no longer a major. We're going to call him General Stokes by the time everything's done. I'm just stoked to watch him play. You don't see that from a 14-year-old very often.
Spotted back at the 45, a loss of 5 on that one. Brings up 3rd and 15 here for Stansbury. So we saw electric offenses on the first 2 drives. It's been all defense since.
And I'm okay with that. Defensive battles are fun.
Mustangs show pressure. Dearden stays in the pocket. That one goes into the 2nd row of the stand, or the sideline over here.
Braden Smith and Luke Rich giving each other high fives. They're like, neither one of us was getting that one.
It was a little off target for Rich. So
there's no bad blood between these 2 teams. Once you get a high five from the opposing player, you're like, they're good dudes.
So Lewis on to punt again. This will be his 3rd punt. Crimson Cliffs backs off this time, and a great kick by Lewis, bouncing down out of bounds at the 6-yard line. A great punt, backs up.
All right, good punt there for Stansbury. Moose will be proud about that.
Yeah, he will be.
Oh, come on, Jeff. It's okay.
No, I'm happy about the punt. I'm less happy that Moose will be happy.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's head back out to Roy. Roy leading here 13-7, 4 to go in the first half. And good to see a little punch back there from the Woods Cross offense.
Formations, plenty of time. Under 4 minutes to play in the half. Gardner going to fake the pitch, play action. Looking downfield, open, catch is made at midfield. Goes to his tight end again. Hunter Webb with the catch.
Penalty on the play right there. Maybe a little extras after because it was way away from the play.
We'll see how this impacts what we just saw. It's actually got 2 right here in the foreground. 2 different spots.
Looks like
so
Roy
be curious
is backing up.
What they call.
I wonder when did it happen because it might be after the play.
Ineligible man downfield. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. We'll offset him. First down.
Forget everything we just saw. Let's do it again.
All right.
1st and 10 from the 38.
Yeah, that old lineman was 12 yards downfield. I think he was further than the pass catcher. I'm like, bro, this even on rim plays, what are you doing?
Throw it to me. Throw it to me. I'm open.
It was the guard.
Oops.
What are you doing?
We'll start over here. 1st and 10 from the 38. Different formation. Gardner straight up the middle. The handoff to Sella. And we got some pushing and shoving at the bottom of the pile. Ooh, Sella's hurt. He took a shot in the ribs there. I don't want to lose him.
It's going to be another long second quarter. Is that what this is turning into? Say, when that 4-minute mark hits, it feels like
personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense. 15 yards. Replay it.
Unnecessary roughness. That flag was thrown rather quickly. It was thrown rather quickly. Let's see here.
Oh, yep. The offensive lineman came in late.
Yeah. Gets that
I see it.
Right tackle here.
Yeah, he can't do that.
Right guard.
That's cool.
All right, we're going to take you back out to Alta. The Hawks on the move after that Olympus missed field goal. Have it right outside the 20-yard line here, Jeff.
This feels like Matt McKay time to me.
Well, it looks like a field goal, actually.
No.
Sorry.
Right when I called it.
My bad. My bad. Let's head out to Orem because the Tigers are on the prowl here. They're inside the 40.
Pass, and that is blown up. Nobody was fooled. Beckham Curtis was right there and got swallowed up. And it's going to be 4th down and decision time here for head coach.
Pass complete to Beckham Curtis, but tackled immediately by...
For head coach Lance Reynolds and offensive coordinator Mick Hickson. And on 4th and 9 with 2 minutes to go here in the first half, it appears that Orem is going for it.
4th down and 9 for the Tigers.
And Jaguana.
All right, boy, big decision here for Orem, eh?
This seems like an easy decision.
Yeah?
Well, they got to go for it.
Well, they are. They got to get this to the 27. And, there you go. That'll complete it. I like this Maple Mountain team, Jeff.
I do too. I have one quibble. Just one small critique.
Yeah.
I don't like the team name Golden Eagles on the back of the jerseys where the nameplate is. I like it on the front.
Interesting.
The back, I don't like it.
Can we, I know we don't have our camera operator. Can we zoom in there on the back of the Tigers jerseys? You know
is that what that says too? I don't like it there either.
This is the nameplate bowl. That's what this is. You got the Tigers on the nameplate for Orem, and you've got the Golden Eagles on the nameplate for Maple Mountain.
We got to figure something out down there in Utah County.
Yeah, well, Orem's figuring something out. They got a 1st and goal here inside the 10. Let's head back out to Orem here as they try to look for their first points of the night. Minute 33 to go here in the first half.
Get that catch must feel amazing because you've been so quiet so far in this game. You got to get both of your playmakers going.
Good for a 1st down.
First and 10, or 1st and goal rather, from the 7-yard line. Triple wide receiver lines up to the right. Beckham Curtis is the lone setback next to Tatum Kaava in the shotgun. They give to Curtis. He goes right side. He powers his way forward, submarines into the middle, and finally the pursuit gets over there to swallow him up. At about the 5-yard line, they give him officially 3 as we reach a minute to go in the first half.
3 yards.
And again, Orem in no hurry here. Remember, Maple Mountain will get the football to start half number 2.
2nd and goal from the 4.
Maple Mountain scored on their opening drive. And then Orem turned it over and got a pick, and then Maple Mountain got a pick 6 out of it. But the Tigers trying to answer before halftime. Kaava from the shotgun. Iongi goes in motion. Garver in the backfield. Sprint out to the right. Kaava looking, fires, end zone, touchdown! Akana!
Tatum Kaava to Kauai Akana.
And that is going to be Kauai Akana's.
Boy, big play there for Orem to get in the end zone. Get some confidence back, Jeff.
Yeah, they needed that in this game. When in doubt, go to Kauai Akana, and he tends to make a big play.
It's not a bad play. It's 27 seconds left. Point after coming up here for Orem. Olympus blocked the Alta field goal. How about the game where special teams just struggle?
Yeah, well, Moose Bingham's not there anymore.
That is true. They are missing Moose, of course. Just had a timeout there. Let's head back out to Roy. The Royals with it across the 50. 2 to go here in the first half.
Of watching well-coached teams go up against one another.
Good response for the Hawks here.
Sella. 1st down near the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him just short of the 20. So Sella, for the first time tonight, breaks one outside.
Well, they get chunk plays again. Look at that surge on the left side of the offensive line. We're going to pay attention to that here in the second half, too. When they run the football, are they more effective to the right or left? I think they're more effective to the left. The left side of that offensive line literally collapses that side of the defense, and it gives that angle. That play has been open multiple times in this first half. Great run play there by Roy.
Problem for Roy is that's Sella down on the ground, I believe. He did not get up after he got outside.
He's gotten banged up a couple times here on the series.
Could be adding up. He plays physical football.
All right, injury there at Roy, so we're going to take off from that one. Let's head back to Alta. Olympus with it at the 44-yard line. Max
For the
Rice, you a fan
Titans,
of
how
Max
do you...
Rice?
I am a Max Rice guy. I think he's played really well so far this year. Plays with confidence.
And I feel like he's a guy that it may not look customary, but
Yeah.
man, it's effective.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he has, especially in the last few weeks, he started to really come into his own and play really well.
They were talking about some of those options that he's got there with Nelson and others. This can be a really potent Olympus offense, and with how stout their defense is, this is a really complete Olympus team.
Yeah, they're a contender for sure in that region.
They've got it down at the 27. Let's head out to Alta for this Olympus drive, leading Alta 7-3 in the second quarter.
Phone call, right? Just trying to find a homie. It's a great job of finding Luke Campbell out there, junior wide receiver.
Luke Campbell coming up big again for the Titans. 31 seconds left. Rice on first down. Will drop back. He's looking to go towards the end zone. Nelson is there. Caught by Campbell. And it's going to be a touchdown, Titans.
Wow, wow, wow. Right before the half, Max Rice throws up a bit of a prayer, but it didn't matter because he had two teammates down there. Luke Campbell said, "That's mine. These are my plums." Those plums.
All right, big touchdown there for Olympus.
Max Rice does it again.
Does it again.
That's a big touchdown
Huge.
right before half to go up 2 scores now. With the way that Olympus defense plays, that's a really big score.
Meanwhile, there's an injury in this Lone Peak American Fork game. There was a pretty significant delay. Lone Peak got an interception on the previous American Fork drive. This started inside their own 5. They're now across the 50, trailing the Cavemen 14-0. Still in the first quarter per our scoreboard. Let's head out to American Fork for this Lone Peak drive.
Kappa here from the AF 43-yard line. Trying to get their first touchdown in the game. Hands it off. Tahi works his way to the 39 as a gain of 4.
Tahi's one of those guys where you can just clearly tell that he plays both sides.
All right, we'll check back in on this one. Crimson Cliff, Stansbury tied at 7, second quarter. Mustangs inside the 20. Let's see what the old Mack truck. You a fan of Christensen?
I'm a big fan of Christiansen. He's been great. This is a 3rd and long for Crimson. Big play.
Over to the far side, and that is broken up immediately. That was Wilson over there again.
McCord is sitting there, and he's going to have some words with the quarterback. He's like, hey, when someone's got a beat on me and it's coming in like a missile, probably don't throw it at me, you jerk. Gosh.
That was Bronx Baker, actually, excuse me, on the or the pass break up there.
Bronx.
How about that name for a stallion?
Bronx.
Bronx Baker.
His
Stansbury
older brother.
Stallion.
Do you know where his older brother's playing this year? The Fighting Illini.
How about that? So 4th down here for Crimson Cliffs. They will elect to go for it here. They need to get down to the 3-yard line for a first down.
No one's trusting the kickers tonight, I'll tell you that.
Sherritt back to throw. Lobs to the corner for the end zone. Did he come down with it?
Oh!
He did! Malachi Alafipo!
Oh! And that's why he's got offers all over. It may have been an offensive PI, but we're not calling that today. We're
going to quickly go to Roy. We'll come back on commentary on that one.
Like one of the seagulls from Finding Nemo, just sitting there and getting the ball in his hands. I love to see it, Malachi Alafipo.
This is where they miss Sella, but they got plenty of guys that can punch this in from here.
Yeah, look at them taking their time here. I mean, I don't know why. Just score. You don't got to worry about that. You don't know if you're going to get it in, but you're sitting here. You got Robert Young. You got all these people you could do. Literally watch a short motion on the outside here. Possible. Yeah.
Young in motion, trouble. Gardner escapes, throws. Caught, touchdown, Roy!
Wow.
Zay Morris with 6. Gardner somehow avoided the rush and threw a dart to Morris for the touchdown. And Roy takes a 19-7 lead.
Yeah, this offense puts up a lot of yards and a lot of points. That was just great play call. I thought they were going to do a Seattle Seahawks play in the Super Bowl at the end there at the 1 yard line and do a short screen there. They do a sprint option there. Catch Zay Flowers on a whip route.
All right, we're approaching half times around the state. We're going to take a break here. You're listening to the Friday Night Red Zone.
There's nothing Woods Cross can do anything with right there.
They'll take a knee likely, and we'll go to halftime. Froker with the PAT. It is good.
Our wing T office doesn't know how to take a knee.
that's fair.
We're going to get that fireworks. Love it. I'd like to say that's compliments of Game Night Live, but Roy High School just does it right. Oh, it's not even
that was premature.
Retry it. Great escapability right there by Gardner. Great job.
This is great. I mean, Gardner, look, he's dead to rights.
Yes. Almost
keeps us
falls.
footing.
Great play right there. Great execution. Got all the momentum.
So it turns out there was a penalty that wipes out the PAT. They're going to have to try it again. So Froker will now attempt the extra point. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Not a gimme. Another flag.
This might be on the defense. They can't flinch forward like that. This might be on the defense.
Tony. Dead ball. Delay a game. Defense. 5 yards. Retry it.
Yeah, when you're shifting, you're barking up close. You can't jump forward. And that's what they did. They flinched forward, trying to get the offense to jump off sides. That is illegal. You can only go side to side.
5-yard penalty. They'll attempt the extra point from 30 yards out. After all that, the kick is good. And Roy takes a 20-7 lead with 19.2 seconds left in the first half.
Roy's done a terrific job here, controlling this opportunity whenever they can. You know, for the majority of the second quarter there, Woods Cross had the football. But when Roy's had the football, they've done some really good things with it and make a good mix of run and pass. Drew Gardner looks like he's confidently in control. It's very easy to see how they're 6-0 on the season.
Touchback. Woods Cross will come out to the 20.
19.2 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's go, 19 seconds left. You think they'll take a knee? I don't think so. They got Top in the backfield. Give him an extra carry.
Hey, welcome back. Dane Stewart and the Jeff Hansen.
I appreciate that. Like I'm Ohio State.
You're better than Ohio State.
I'm a closet Ohio State fan.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, then you're a big fan of the Cardinals uniforms, aren't you? This is basically like the pro version.
Yeah, it feels like that. But
yeah.
But the bird.
Are you really closet Ohio State guy?
I had a client in my real life that was out in Columbus.
Yeah.
We took them to a Ohio State-Wisconsin game once. Took an hour, maybe a quarter in the horseshoe, and I fell in love.
It's amazing how that happens, right? I went to a USC game once, and I was like, all right, I'm a USC guy now.
Yeah.
Like, you go to that, and it's just like,
It was that magical. Like Disneyland.
It just means more, right? I don't know if people ever heard that with college football. I look in here, the Lone Peak game. Hey,
Nifty.
Lone Peak. Wow, 50-yard touchdown run. How about that?
Just like that. Hey, they want to score in bunches, have chunk plays on offense. There you go.
They needed that. I mean, it was 14-0, now 14-7. This is the only game going on right now. Everything else is at break. This one, I think, is early in the second quarter. So let's catch up on a lot of action going on throughout the state. We'll get you caught up on games that we've been in on, as well as some other games. Jeff, we talked about not necessarily hangover. We won't use that term, but big weeks last week, both on the win and on the loss column. What would bounce back be tonight? I don't know if you've seen this one. Skyview's playing Bear River. Not going well for the Bobcats.
No.
That game's at break, and I think it's 14-7 Bear River. So Orem, what was their bounce back going to be? Skyview, what's their bounce back? Both those games are at half. They're both one possession, but both those two teams trailing after exerting so much energy and offense last week.
So much energy, and that is that's not a short bus ride either for Skyview. I mean, they got to go through Petersboro, up through Tremont, and over to Bear River.
You got to go over the hill.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Down the valley, and it's
kind of, you go through
the altitude
river
change
bottoms.
is significant.
Yeah, and it's just a lot of sagebrush, a lot of dry farm.
Where the sagebrush grows.
Another surprising. Maybe not. I mean, we've talked about Region 1, how it's kind of up for grabs, and how Fremont started slow, but things have been gelling a little bit. That's a close game. Davis out on the farm at Fremont. It's 7-6. The Darts got a late second quarter touchdown to take the lead, but really Fremont has been in control for most of that game.
Wow. That's interesting. How about Brighton and East? East with a 17-10 lead over Brighton?
With a backup quarterback, East?
We talked about this early, how difficult this region was.
Yeah.
And on any given week, and you just see proof here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Brighton's still ranked in the top 10, and they're getting a fight.
Yeah, I mean, that region is really up for grabs. I'm going to stay in Region 1 for an important update. Syracuse is at Weber. Remember Weber? Heartbreaking loss against Davis. They came back, close game. Weber's so far leaving no doubt, 24-7 over Syracuse.
Are we going to a game? All right, we're going to go to a game. Let's head out to American Fork. Is the only game we got.
Gaisford towards the sideline, intercepted. Landon Goff picks that one off at the 42-yard line, and the Knights will take over. And a back-to-back opportunity for touchdown, G2.
What a great interception there by Goff.
How the turntables are turning.
Well, how the turntables.
I mean, that's what, back-to-back throws for AF that have been picked off now?
Yeah. I mean, really.
That's not a good sign.
With the long injury delay in that game, I mean.
It's like a new game.
It's like a new game. Momentum's kind of gone. You're starting over, and it's been all Lone Peak since they've got back to action.
Hey, let's talk some other Region 1 games. For those on the stream, we'll leave this one up. Again, AF 14-7 over Lone Peak. Lone Peak now with the ball, the American Fork 40-yard line. Offense back on the field for the Knights, the Knights. Farmington leading Layton 14-7. Nice job there for the Phoenix.
Have you seen the score of Bonneville and Northridge?
I have not.
Okay. It is almost halftime.
Okay.
This is Bonneville at Northridge.
Okay.
Guess the score.
Bonneville at Northridge.
Yep.
I'm going to go Schwam style.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick two prime numbers that you can't get to.
Great.
Let's do 19-11.
And who would be winning in this 19-11 game?
Yeah.
It is 6-0 Bonneville.
Wow.
Yeah, the Lakers.
Wow. Hey, Lone Peak. We're tied up at 14.
Oh, my goodness.
How do you leave Mayberry uncovered?
Yeah, if there's one guy not to leave open.
Yeah, I'll free tip. Don't cover Mayberry when you're on defense and don't throw to him when you're on offense, right? I mean,
I think that's pretty well it. Yeah, well done. Timpview, the forgotten team.
Well, it's because they have a bye like every other week.
Yeah, they're either out of the state, they have a bye, they've had cancellations. It's 40-0. Cedar Valley is on the road at Timpview, and this game has been all Thunderbirds so far.
How about the boys of Westlake? 17-7 leading Pleasant Grove at home. Nice little effort there for the Thunder. It's a young program.
That is.
They've got some young kids on that roster.
Yeah, they do. Park City, another team that's played really well. It's 42-0 over Cottonwood. I've got a couple of blowout updates. So we're gonna update you on a closer game next, I promise.
Well, I'll give you a closer game.
Okay.
Let's play the score game, Jeff. You just ran me through this one.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Skyline at West. Have you seen this score?
I have not.
All right. At the break, if you had to choose the score, Skyline West, what would you say?
I would say West is up by 21 points.
7-7.
Ooh.
That game's at West.
Wow. Okay, Skyline. I see you.
Right?
That's impressive.
Region 6.
Yeah. All right, let me give you one more.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ridgeline and Logan?
No.
What is that score at the last report I have? 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
34-0.
Close. 48-0.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, Ridgeline.
Yikes.
Ridgeline, they kicked it into high gear this week. They are all over the Grizzlies.
Wow. Yeah, that's big. Hey, this was a big game. We didn't talk about this one. I know, Jeff, we have been big proponents, and not just because he does a great job, but for all that he's going through. Coach Eric Thompson at Ogden. Ogden is at Grantsville tonight.
Huge game.
You realize, do you know the last time, Ogden's 5-0,
yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You know I love this game.
Yeah.
When was the last time Ogden started 6-0?
You know,
Do you want a hint?
I think it starts in the 19s because
it does. Do you want a hint?
Yeah, I'm ready for a hint.
It's before you don't know my birth year. It's before you or I was born. Okay. We have never seen it, Jeff.
Yeah. Wow. This would be big. And Grantsville's good. If Ogden's going to
take an answer,
1961.
Oh, Jeff, 66.
Ooh,
that's not bad, man.
Almost impressive.
You could have gone back to the 1800s with the hint I gave you, but no, you were within 5 years. Ogden won a state championship that year.
Hey.
They beat they did not play Grantsville, but that was the last time they started 6-0. They won a state championship.
You know, if they beat Grantsville's very good. They're 5-1. They've looked good this year.
Jaden Atkinson, he's one of the top rushers in the state for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That kid can ball.
If Ogden is going to get to 6-0 tonight, they're going to earn it.
You seen that score?
I am looking at it right now.
Oh, okay.
It's 3-0.
It is.
So the Cowboys are up.
Grantsville.
Yeah, Cowboys are up. But Ogden's going to have to earn it. They're right there, right? I mean, at 3-0, they're right in it.
Yep.
Manti, they are on the road at Canyonville. Man, it seems like every game I'm pulling up is kind of a blowout. Manti's up 21-0. Mason Starkweather is coming back into form.
You want a fun fact for that one?
I do.
Manti has scored 39 points in every win this year.
That's the fact. 39
or more, I should say.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So if they, 39 is the magic number. They've got 21 in the first half, so things are trending nicely.
Yeah, they're on pace.
Yeah.
Shout out Reggie Freshneck, by the way, having a great start to his season at Snow College this year. Former Manti Templar.
Yeah.
He's been great. Manti's got college talent on that team.
Can I tell you a score that I have not seen anything, or a game I have not seen a score from, and I'm really kind of disappointed because I actually think this is low-key, maybe the best game of the night.
Okay.
Yeah, I said it. It's potentially a preview of a state championship game. Do you know what game I'm referring to, Jeff?
I do not.
Really?
No.
Does Jeff know, or does Vince know?
Vince knows. Vince has the...
does he want to take a guess?
He has the opportunity to say he knows and not say anything, so...
Yes!
Oh, he does.
Beaver and North Summit. I got zeros in that game. They're both undefeated. They play in separate regions. Beaver's got a great series edge in this one, 18-6. You got Bodie Wheatley for Beaver, who's been fantastic this year. You've got Smith, the quarterback for North Summit, with Buck Sargent, who's a member of the All-Name team, the Rewind All-Name team.
Absolutely.
This is an awesome matchup, and they're both 6-0. No score
0-0.
reported yet.
A game that is sneaky interesting that maybe you didn't think it would be, Riverton at Corner Canyon. Corner's playing without Jerome Miles, without Brighton Brady. We've known that. Hila Makasuga's not playing in this game. He got hurt last week, and the extent of his injury is unknown. As Lone Peak, man, another chunk play. We'll talk more about Corner in a minute. Let's get out to Lone Peak and American Fork.
We haven't seen. That was number 8, Hansen. Haven't seen him on the offensive end tonight. We were actually unaware that he played both sides of the ball, but that was a great run. Got him to the red zone.
He got the PA announcer offside, GT.
Yeah.
I think the PA announcer thought it was Sam Wright.
I think he did as well.
Yeah. Keppa hands this thing off to Sam Wright. Sam Wright bounces to the outside and finds his way to the right end zone. Touchdown, Lone Peak Knights. And what a trajectory change, GT. A 20-14 lead.
American Fork is having a tough time stopping Lone Peak's ground game, and they are just running it down their throat right now. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments there, but Lone Peak is certainly playing to their strengths right now, Mike.
Wow. I thought AF had this game in a stranglehold, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, who was the dummy that was talking about Lone Peak maybe not ready to do a shootout?
Remember someone talking about they didn't have offense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy was.
Someone came to the defense, and, I just thanks to my Lone Peak friends for helping hold the line.
Yeah. I think maybe we just had to talk about the white helmets, and then that was what it
That
took.
had to be it. You want to know a crazy game? You know Bingham Harriman.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're playing tonight.
I am aware of those two schools.
You know the series record between those two?
No. Harriman was good there for
They've
a little while.
played 15 times.
Yeah.
Okay, they've played 15 times. If you had to guess the series record, Bingham Harriman,
Okay.
over 15 matchups, what would you say?
Yeah, let me go through my thought process here, because Harriman had a really good run where they were a really good team for a few years. Bingham was also good during that time.
Yep.
I'm going to say something like 4-11.
For who?
Bingham 11-4.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
Bingham holds the series edge.
Okay.
14-1.
Wow.
They've lost to Harriman one time.
Wow.
I mean, you look at these two teams this year, right? Bingham, the offense has struggled to be consistent, to generate enough points to support the defense.
Yeah.
Harriman, new coaching staff, a lot of new kids. This would be like the year for Harriman to get that second win, 6-0 Bingham. I mean, there's just something.
Something there.
That, man, just getting over the hump has been a challenge.
Some kind of voodoo there. That's something.
Yeah.
We were talking Corner Canyon. Hila Makasuga is also hurt. The extent of the injury is unknown. So Corner Canyon is playing without Jerome Miles, Brighton Brady, and Kasuga. But they are up 28-13 over Riverton. Bronson Evans steps in at quarterback and has done well.
You know, I've got to throw out a couple names because, well, we won't do that. But, you know, this is one where you want to know why it's so important to have depth. Just look at Corner this year.
Yeah.
I mean, name me, no offense, Corner fans. I know this isn't true, but name me someone who started in week 1 who's starting in week 7. Because it feels like everyone has gotten beat up for that Corner team.
Yeah.
Offensive side, defensive side, just everybody has been beat up time and time again as, nice little run there. They coughed it up.
Oh, no.
They coughed it up.
Everything.
AF just fumbled away the football, and Lone Peak's on it. Wow.
This feels a little bit like that BYU game. There's just
gonna say,
6 minutes
doesn't it?
of everything Lone Peak right now.
The difference is Lone Peak does have a touchdown drive longer than 35 yards in this one, but they'll have a short field here coming out inside the 35, leading 21-14, and AF just can't get a consistent drive going, 3 straight turnovers.
That's got to be so deflating on that American Fork sideline, especially if Lone Peak marches this one into the end zone and they do it quickly. It just feels like you can't get out of your own way.
Well, they could use a halftime to regroup, right?
Yeah.
And you talk about that break that we had for the injury.
Yeah.
It's like starting afresh, and, you know, what's the mindset? And Lone Peak, I believe, was the team that had the injured player. You've got some motivation there. Another one, you got cold. We got games coming back from half. You know what else we have? We've got Beaver North Summit, a game that we will check in on. Is that a touchdown?
He caught
Is that
it.
a touchdown?
Is he in?
Oh, out of the one.
Oh,
come on, let's just round it. Round it, officials.
I don't
come
even.
on.
That's not even the one. It's the 1 inch line.
First and goal for Lone Peak, leading 21-14 in the second quarter.
The season and first play of the drive. Kepo throws it long, something that he is comfortable doing, and didn't work out in the first quarter, but it has certainly worked out here in the second.
Lou Christensen. And the point after from Carr is good and almost like deja vu.
See, we just needed to prod him a little bit. Touchdown Lone Peak, 28-14.
Yeah, that was it. Just a little encouragement from Jeff and Dane, and now that's a touchdown.
The officials weren't quite certain. They went into, their review, which is, hey, Dane, what do you think? And we said, yeah, it's a touchdown.
Dane is always certain.
That's not true. Hey, we got a new ball game for you. Yes, we do. Beaver and North Summit ask, and ye shall receive. Check this out. 3-0 North Summit in the lead. Third quarter here midway through, and Beaver with the football.
Collapsing quick on those pass plays.
3rd down and 12. And here's Wheatley in the shotgun. Back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Wheatley with an inside screen. There's Radden. Radden makes one player miss and goes backwards, and just too many Braves, and that's going to be a gain of about 6, but 4th down coming up.
An exciting game.
And Radden, now Radden down on the field.
Uh-oh.
And so we'll see if Gage Radden's okay. He stays on the field.
And he got taken down by Sargent pretty hard.
Yeah. And hopefully it's just air knocked out. We'll see. Looking at the player on the field.
All right, we mentioned games coming back from halftime. Let's head out to Orem. Maple Mountain with the possession, 14-7. Golden Eagles with it at the Orem 48.
First down.
That play resulted in a first down for the Golden Eagles. In on the tackle for the Tigers, number 50, Ma'akeapo.
Ma'akeapo made the stop, the nose
48.
tackle. And so this is the first time Maple Mountain has crossed midfield since early in the first quarter. Jensen sprints out to his right, now throws up the sideline. What a catch! That's Morehouse over the top, and he's inside the 5 and in for a Maple Mountain touchdown.
Maple Mountain touchdown.
And what a great time to pull out that fade route. You suck Orem in with all the running. They've been struggling to stop Manga,
Scoring
so
the
they
touchdown,
start
number
loading
2,
the
Derek
box.
Morehouse.
You bring in the fade route, a perfectly
Fernando
thrown ball from
Banuelos on to
Jensen.
attempt the
Great
extra
catch,
point.
and it's off to the races.
So Maple Mountain back to a 2-possession lead here, 21-7.
Goodness.
We thought it was Orem Timview.
Yeah, Maple Mountain. A lot of talent, really young.
Oh,
my goodness. My goodness. On the radio, big sack, blindside rush. Rusher came completely unblocked.
Do you know who that is?
I didn't see a number. I don't know who
33 for Lone Peak.
I do not know.
I don't either. I'm going to find out, though.
But that was a big hit.
That was a big hit.
That was a big hit. Man, everything.
Blindside on Gaysford, there was no chance.
Everything is coming up Lone Peak right now.
So they will go punt. We'll head back out to Beaver and North Summit. North Summit offense coming on the field here, leading 3-0.
And talked to Coach Holmes before the game, and he said they're banged up. He didn't elaborate on that, but you can see Sargent not using that right arm if he can help it.
Well, he is good enough to catch the pass and get 7 yards.
Works 2nd down and 4. Coming up, Smith in the shotgun. 6:26 left in the third. 3-0 North Summit. Smith back to pass, has a pass away quickly on that right side.
It's good to see Radden back in the game.
It's going to be a first down as a tackle broken on that right side. You're right, Radden back in the game.
First down abandoned by number 2, Deacon Blackman.
So it'll be just
Let's see,
shy.
they will
of
call that
no,
first down.
They're
So
gonna
they
call
will
it a
move the
first down.
chains.
Yep.
It was close.
Out to the 43.
Gains enough for a North Summit first down.
So we will try to get you some substitutions as they come in. Deacon Horner in at linebacker. So So several players out for the Beavers. Smith in the shotgun. Smith rolls to his right side, pitches out to Nelson. Nelson trying to get the edge, and he breaks 2 tackles, first down yardage and more as he goes into Beaver territory at the 45.
Yeah, they had him behind the line, but he got just slipped out of the hands and got a big gain.
Yeah, as you watch the replay, as Nelson had a chance with him at the line of scrimmage, slips that tackle, 2 tackles, and then goes down across the 35, down to the 45, down to the 43.
43 of the Beavers from their own 43 is where they went from.
Smith stays in the shotgun. 2 backs with him. Option on the left side. Smith cuts back up, and it's going to be a good gain on first down. Call it 8.
Yeah, tripped up by Andrew Hollingshead, but Smith with that quick cut, man, he's just chewing up the Beaver defense tonight.
Really the right move as you watch the blocking. The outside wasn't blocked, and he just found that lane cut back against the grain. 5:30 left in this third quarter of play. North Summit threatening. They lead 3-0 with 5:24 left in the third on the Beaver Valley Hospital scoreboard. 2nd down and 3 coming up. 2 receivers to the right, Sargent to the left. Or reverse that, actually. Smith will option on the left side. He'll take it up the middle, and he'll go nowhere as it'll be 3rd and short.
Nope. As Puffer and Gillen say, nope. We hold the line.
Yeah, they did. Puffer, you can see Puffer just slides off the block, turns and spins down.
Those 2 must be Johnny Cash fans. They hold the line.
They don't walk it, they hold it?
Yeah.
All right. 3rd down and short. Smith under center. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. Smith just pushes forward and looks like he's going to have enough for a first down.
Great quarterback sneak, and that's what you have when you have 3rd and short. You can do things like that to convert the first down.
And they're going to look at the spot. It's going to be close. Nope, they'll call a first down. I thought initially it was easily a first down, but they did take a look at it. Yep, Smith just stood up and, just slid right in there. First down and 10. Ball. North Summit moving down the field. They've got the ball at the 32-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Smith in the shotgun with Nelson. Smith back to pass, and he'll break containment again. Goes around the left side, creates some space, slips a tackle, and a flag on the play as he gets 9 yards on the carry.
Yeah, just quite the shifty little runner. He's hard to hang on to, hard to bring down with those quick cuts.
This is typically a there's the block in the back as
kind of
an easy call. As the Beaver, I wondered, the Beaver player just overran the play so much, but he had a little help from the backside.
He had a little help overrunning the play, yeah.
He did. So you can see that one. They call a hold, but. So instead of a 9-yard gain, it'll be a 2-yard loss after the penalty. So first down and 12. 4 minutes left in the third. Beavers locked in a tight one with the North Summit Braves. North Summit.
All right, we're going to take you back out to American Fork because guess what? Here come the Knights again.
My word.
They got it at the 10, leading AF 28-14.
Keppa hands it off up the middle, and it was a nice tackle. And Tahi brings that thing to the 8-yard line. And we'll have a 3rd and 3 here. Timeout in the field. And that reminds me, GT, we got some sponsors to get through, don't we?
Yes, sir.
And this game also brought to you by National.
Timeout. Let's head over to Orem. Orem trying to respond from that Maple Mountain touchdown into Maple Mountain territory.
Complete. And that's a first down completion to the 25-yard line to the H-back, Kawe Akana. And again, another first down.
Kawe Akana, that's good for a Tiger first down.
And once again, you see Maple Mountain drop into a zone. They've got the 3-high kind of nickel-style defense. And quarterback's able to find the opening in the zone.
First and 10 now from the 25. Approaching 8 minutes to go. Takes the snap, does Kaava. Drops the pass. Now he's going to get out of the pocket. And he stumbles. And he goes down at about the 24-yard line. And Kaava had some room to work with, Gavin. That's just a tough break there for the junior quarterback.
You know, I'm not sure
Second
from
down.
my vantage point. It could have been the turf monster, but the way he went down, it almost looked like somebody wrapped him up, grabbed his leg, pulled him down. Great effort from the defense.
Pulled down on the play by Uila Wolfgram. Good catch by our cameraman Josh Dodge, pointing out that Kava did get tripped up on the play. 2nd and 9 from the Maple Mountain 24. Kava back to pass, looking, throws up the seam. That is tipped and intercepted. Karsten Fagan with his second big play of the game. It went off the hands of Iongi, and Maple Mountain's defense once again comes up with a big play.
Wow.
What do you say? When an interception like that happens off of a tipped ball, it's Maple Mountain's night.
Real quick, we're up against a break. Let's head out to Lone Peak. Again, they got it right inside the 10, and we want to complete this drive. It's right near the end of the half, so we're going to fit this in very tightly, and then we'll head to break. Lone Peak here with it at the 8.
Do you want to invest in any funds? Yeah. You have to go there to our friends or over at Rovin Capital.
Financial planning, very important, Mike.
And GT knows what he's doing, though. GT says it's good financially. Kepa takes a snap, avoids sack, throws to the right, cut back, and he's into the end zone for another touchdown, a 5th straight. And this time, it's Sean Tahi. And the lead extends to 20.
American Forks defense.
All right, there you go. Lone Peak punching it in again, and they are pulling away from the Cavemen. We're pulling away here. We're up against a break. Bottom of the hour. You're listening to the KSL Sports Red Zone.
After the catch, that was very impressive on that last play again.
This second half, this defense, it was stopping everything. Now it's just kind of getting ran through.
New set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 30 is the Stallions on the move here. Hand it back, fake handoff on the read option. Dearden's got space up the near side and out past the 20 for another 1st down.
I really like Dearden with his dual threat capabilities.
Dearden, one of the leading rushers on this team, as we have an injured Mustang down here on the near side.
On the stop, number 16.
It's number 16 for the Mustangs. That is Tyler Gibb. That's down here on the near side. So we'll step aside as they take a look at the injured Mustang with 6:53 to play here in our third quarter.
As much as you can.
Tapo Tutai with the carry. 3rd and 1 from the 29. Woods Cross playing at their pace. No rush here. Just down 2 scores. Right back to him. Right up the middle. Tackles made, but not before he gains 6.
That's a B gap lead right there. That wing led right through that B gap, right up into the linebacker. Good surge by the offensive line there. Pick up the 1st down, move the sticks. As I said, this is not an offense that is geared or made up to score quickly. They will grind it out, get it as much as you can, make your defense tired. Hopefully on their defensive end, they can give their offense the ball back, but it's a grinded out offense.
Simmons taking his time under center. Resets, handoff. Vili. Not much there. Roy's doing a great job keeping them in check. This defending this offense can feel like a trip to the dentist. Dennis keeps drilling over and over and over again. One cavity after another. But Roy's doing a good job tonight. You talked about earlier in the broadcast what it takes to beat an offense like this. You've got to do your 111th. That's what they're doing so far. Hand off, nothing there. The entire Roy defense knew where it was going.
Yeah. That stinks. I mean, they've ran the same play, about 4 or 5 plays in a row now, and I think Roy was up to snuff on that. Now, again, this is what happened last time. It was 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. This is on touchdown. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. It's not likely they're going to be able to run for the 1st down, so they're going to throw the football here.
Where's the safety?
Where's your alley player, and where are your keys?
They're going to throw it. Simmons looking, connects. Not enough for the first down.
Short. But again, now you're fourth and short.
Yep.
You're fourth and short. It's fourth and it should be 4th and 2, but it looks like 4 and 3.
Yeah, 4th and 3. Just keeping the offense on the field right now.
Yeah. Got to make sure Tapa's in the game. There he goes. He comes back in the game here.
Okay, they're going to go, unless they're going to try to drum off sides. Pretty important possession, Sly. They don't get many.
No, they don't.
With this offense, you got to make them count. Down 13 on the road against a top 10 team in the state. Tapa's got it. Billy Ami. Tapa a 2-tie.
Felt like a big secret. Right? Like the play felt like it was going to be like a trick play. And, the communication was slow. Like they were like, all right, let's make sure we get this right. It's the same Beaver play that they've been running all game. Right off the right tackle. Great job right there, picking up the first down. As I said, this is an offense built to pick up 2 to 3 yards.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Those of you on the stream, Stansbury trailing Crimson 14-7, 4th down and about 17 here, Jeff. This ball's at the, 38-yard line, 28-yard line. Too far for a field goal. Going for it. You like this call?
I mean, I would really hate a punt, so I guess why not? You don't really have a lot of optimism on 4th and 17.
Well, where's the belief, Jeff? You're not going to win a lot of guys in a huddle with that kind of an attitude.
Well, it's in my pocket. I'll believe in something else tonight, but 4th and 17 is not what I'm going to believe in.
What do you believe in tonight, Jeff?
You know, I don't know. I thought I believed that Lone Peak wasn't going to be able to score, and then they scored 35 points in 3 minutes. I thought I believed that the Lone Peak White Helmets were also cursed, but nope, not that. So I don't know. And then I thought I believed that Davis and that offense could score 80 points against anybody, but they're in a dogfight against Fremont. It's 12-7 Wolves. I don't know, Dan. I don't know what I believe in. My whole world is crumbling around me.
I can tell. He's pretty uncomfortable. Looking at Roy Woods Cross, 3rd and 7 here for Roy. Stansbury's going to come out of this timeout. We'll get back to that in just a moment. But, Woods Cross with possession. You see that ground game getting moving. We said, they've got such an underestimated tailback and one of the best in the state. You're looking on right there, number 32 in Veely.
Speaking of best in the state, is this Roy Field the best-looking field in the state? Not stadium, not any other, just the turf, right? Is that the best-looking field in the state?
This is probably not going to make... Oh, Stansbury. What a touchdown. They have 4th and 17. They go for it, and they score. Where's your faith, Jeff?
I believed the entire time.
The whole time. To go back to your question, this is not going to make a lot of people happy. Yes, it is the best turf in the state.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
The logo design is beautiful in the middle of the field. The end zones are not just like a solid color. They've got like the striping that's parallel with the end zone. Like, it is gorgeous.
It's phenomenal.
Yes, Roy is the best field in the state.
I don't think it's close.
Have a look here out at Colville, and they had this on the goal line, then a fumble, and they kind of backed up. North Summit trying to get a 2-possession lead here. That Beaver defense making it difficult.
Do the pitch, hold on the outside, and then, Blackner. It was Blackner. Bratcher kind of piled on at the end. Tackled a Blackner.
Tackled him, but okay, so they actually lost almost a yard on that because now they're dead on the 6 instead.
Beaver defense holds again, so the field goal team will come back on the field. And that is Sean Whitaker. I would look for a fake on this one. You got Smith as the holder. I could actually see this be a fake field goal. You don't lose a whole lot, and it's going to be North Summit with a timeout. This is Tony and Dave's timeout. First class auto body.
All right, let's head back to Woods Cross with that North Summit game in a timeout.
Open, caught, inside the 10. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Woods Cross.
Same thing.
This time it's Riker Martin. 38 yards from Simmons.
It's 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. You got to get it. got to pay attention to your keys. Somebody fell, the alley player again. It's just a simple seam route. The wing player goes on a simple seam route. He's wide open. He's like, oh, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Delivers the football, touchdown.
All right, good answer there for Woods Cross. We failed to mention Orem had that interception. They secured a safety. Now they're back on it at midfield.
30 at the 25, and finally brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's going to be more than enough to move the sticks for the Tigers.
Freddie Youngie on another carry, picking up the Tiger.
And what
first
an
down.
excellent time for
Nash Ferguson
Nick
making the
Hickson
tackle.
to bring back the counter run. Brings it back to the weak side of
First
the
and
field.
10 from
and
the
Flete
23.
Youngie just uses his speed.
First and 10 now from the Maple Mountain 23. What a turn of events this has been here at Tiger Stadium. Kaava in the shotgun with Garver to his left, takes the snap, looking, now throws to the end zone for Akana! Touchdown, Tigers!
It looks like I haven't seen a signal yet. This one might be marked short.
They say the
Jeff,
headline's been over on my.
You get single coverage on Akana, you got to like your odds as a quarterback, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, Akana is fantastic. Kava puts that ball right where it needs to be, and then Akana does the rest.
Let's be honest, you really just need it in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Right? And Akana will make sure it's quote-unquote where it needs to be.
Yeah, that's true. He covers up a lot of not mistakes, but you don't have to be perfect when you're throwing 13.
That point after good. So it's 21-16, Maple Mountain leading Orem midway through the third quarter. Meanwhile, North Summit did have to settle for that field goal. So that game is 6-0, North Summit leading Beaver. Let's head back out to Stansbury. This tied at 14. Third quarter, Crimson Cliffs with the possession.
Distant things you can find tonight is a yard from Chris Jansen. McCord just playing out of his mind. Great job tonight.
So a new set of downs here for Crimson Cliffs. 3:41 to go in our third quarter. Tied at 14. Trips to the left for Ryder Sherritt. Give it right back to Chris Jansen. Tries to bounce it outside before he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this Stansbury defense, they're like, we know you're good. We talked about you at halftime, the whole halftime 15. We're trying to get them to beat us through the air because the passing attack hasn't been crazy successful for Crimson Cliffs tonight.
It's Max Olson on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Pass near side, too high for Alofipo.
So proud of us for getting that name right. We had
my apologies to the family. I've heard 3 different pronunciations of the Alofipo's family this weekend.
We had family come in and said, hey, it's Alofipo. Like a loaf?
A loaf? Epo.
And I'm like, oh, my bad. And I feel bad because I said it right to Wayne's face. I'm like, Alofipo. He's like, a loaf, Epo.
3rd and 9 here for the Mustangs. Sherritt will get the call from offensive coordinator Stokes. Big and timeout's going to be called by the Mustangs, so they'll talk about this 3rd down as we get closer to the end of our third quarter. 3:08 to play.
All right, Jeff, we talk about bounce back. Let's bounce to a new game. Bear River, Skyview tied up at 14. Skyview just coughed this ball up. Bear River recovered the fumble. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Bears looking for the upset.
On the run.
For the Bears.
Nothing's more fun than winning. So it's been nice to, I don't know, I haven't really paid attention, but I mean, it looks like everybody's, kind of playing a little bit more loose, having a little bit more fun out there. So maybe that's was a big focus this week, and maybe it's showing up here.
Giving it off here to Jones this time. They'll get the push forward for another couple. Mark them down at the 45. Got to get to the 41 for a first down.
And we'll bring 2 backs in the backfield here. We'll try to just do some split backs, do some little bit of crossing here, trying to smoke and mirror a little bit of who's got the ball, where's it going. We'll get a couple yards out of it, but bring it up 3rd and 4. Again, if you're the Bears, look for Tyre down here at the bottom of your screen.
Tire good pick up here by the line, and Tire takes it, runs it. Quick makes do first down out of bounds before he reaches the 35.
Keeping the ball to the Bears, and that is another River first down.
I feel like Tire does this a little bit too much sometimes, but it works out for him here. The line does their job, and sometimes I feel like he bails the pocket a little too soon sometimes, but here he turns it into a good game, able to keep the drive alive. Points off turnovers are a big deal, can really help you solidify some games. Love to see the Bears turn this into points in the end zone.
Low snap, Tire able to get it up, gets it over to Hess, no gain on the play. Good tackle here by the Bobcats.
Okay, we'll check back in on this one. Maple Mountain with the ball at their own 20, leading Orem 21-16.
Bring a man in motion, Morehouse, Orb in motion to the back, and here they come. Jensen looking, throws up the sideline, and it's picked off! Intercepted by Mickelson! And Mickelson is brought down inside the 10!
The pass intercepted by the Tigers. Number 5, Riker Mickelson.
That is his second of the year. He has been all over the field tonight and throughout the
On the
year.
turnover, Tigers
It
begin
was
first
a
and 10
great
from
zone.
Wow.
Just when we
winds of
thought
change.
everything was going Maple Mountain's way, here come the Tigers.
Let's head back out. Bear River trying to keep this drive going.
I want to try to make this a little bit more manageable, getting third and 5 or under that at least.
Alex Dickey with that open field tackle just moments ago. Defensive line shifts all the way to the right.
Overload this side.
Tire had a lot of room over there on the right, a little hesitant to run. Gonna bring up fourth down in for Bear River.
Yeah, this is definitely too far for a kick, especially with the blocking how it's been today. Bears will call timeout and want to talk about it. But I mean, this is you're pushing almost a 50-yard field goal here, which is a little bit out of range. So you're probably most likely going to try to go for this.
We'll step aside for the timeout and be right back.
All right, timeout there. Let's head over to Beaver, trailing North Summit here.
The 6-yard line.
Remind me to talk about this replay. That is going to be your key play of the game for the Beavers. Radden did something a quarterback just loves a receiver to do. Is he got on that side and he put his hand up and said, throw it here. Wheatley did so for the first and goal.
Yep.
Ball at the 6. The Beavers down by 6 with 7:28 left in the game. Wheatley hands off to Blackner. Blackner pushes forward, tries to get into the end zone, and does he? No signal yet, and it's going to be third and goal from the 1.
The team was all signaling it, but the refs were not.
We'll look at the replay. The team was sure it was a touchdown.
They were absolutely sure. But
it was
the
very
ref said,
close.
no, not close enough.
Okay, third down and goal from the 1. Second and goal from the 1, rather. Beavers. Now, North Summit had the same exact situation, and they got a false start.
Yeah.
We talked about mistakes. The Beavers with 1 yard to go for the touchdown. And the tie, possibly the lead. Here's Wheatley. Wheatley does the quarterback sneak, pushes forward, and touchdown, Bodie Wheatley.
Yeah, good surge there by the line, and Wheatley goes right off the back of the center and falls forward into the end zone.
So the Beavers with a great drive. They tie it.
Bo Wheatley. I love this kid.
The Beavers, man, when they need a big play, Bo Wheatley comes through.
This is like two teams that are just pulling my heartstrings. I love our friends at North Summit. I love our friends at Beaver High School. Great battle, and Beaver with a chance to take a lead here, 6.5 to go. Let's head out, see what's happening at Orem after that turnover.
Line at the backfield. Archibald, among others, on the stop.
And a great job by Maple Mountain able to get into the backfield.
Beckham Curtis on the carry.
They need to bail out their offense right
Roddy
here.
Hansvik making the tackle.
This feels like a massive possession for both teams. Orem able to
Possible on the
possibly
play.
take the
Second
lead,
down.
but if Maple Mountain can stop them, force them to a field goal, that has to feel good if you're Maple Mountain's offense. You have a defense to rely on.
Riley Hansvik was in on the stop as well. Here's Kaaba to throw. Pressure coming off the edge. Gets rid of it. Pass is caught. That's Curtis. Breaks a tackle. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers!
To Beckham Curtis for the Tigers. Touchdown!
And I believe, unofficially, that is his second.
All right, Orem taking the lead here. Under 5 to go in the third.
Really great play by Kava to escape pressure, find his guy, and then Curtis does the rest, takes it to the end zone.
Skyview got a stop, tied at 14. Inside of 3 to go, 2nd and 2 here for the Bobcats at their own 46-yard line. Let's head out to BRTV.
Brought down quickly on Bear River's half of the field.
Go to Cooper Karen here. Good job by him on his quick slant, making the catch, getting the first down. Clock still moves under 2.5 minutes. If you're Skyview, stick with what's working. You don't need to try to do anything too cute here. Keep handing this ball off. Look at the Bears defense. You know, you've had some luck, you've had some success getting pressure. Keep dialing it up.
Long pitch play over to Stokes, far side. They're able to get there, but Stokes is through for a gain of 5.
Yeah, newsflash, Stokes got 5 yards in a rush.
All right, we're going to bounce back over because Beaver missed the point after on the kickoff. Jeff, what happened?
Then a kick to the short man for North Summit, and he bobbles it.
Oh.
Beaver gets the fumble. They're going to take over on the North Summit, call it 26-yard line.
And again, this is tied at 6.5 to go. Beaver with a chance to make some late damage happen against the other undefeated team in 1A.
Handing off to Hollingshead. He'll push forward across the 25. Flag down on the play. So that's usually like in a block.
He brings him down in the process, but not before he gets another first down.
Jones on the tackle.
And holding on the Beavers is the call. Holding. So we'll have to see. So that moves the chains back. A mistake by the Beavers. That's costly penalty.
Yeah,
on an inside run.
Not quite as costly as that fumble on the kickoff, but this is very.
Another run, but this one's stopped up here by the Bears defense. Dallin Rice. Timeout taken here by Bear River, trying to preserve some time with 53 now on the clock.
Bears kind of cinching the situation too here a little bit. They do a good job on back-to-back plays. Stopping Stokes, bringing up 3rd and 8.
Pitch out to Blackner. He's got a lane and space to go. 20-yard line near the 20. And Blackner near a first down, so he gets almost all of that back, Dave.
Yeah, in one run. I was going to say they got to put some creative plays together. Well, all they needed was one creative play, and Blackner gets that outside, and with his speed, he gets down close.
Touchdown, Stansbury!
4th down is the money down for Stansbury. They've been 3 for 3, 2 touchdowns and a huge play. Stansbury's like, let's call every down 4th and we'll get her done.
It's Noah Seifus with the touch.
5 running, and he kind of jumps right here, and he lands right on 18. So those two players go down hard both.
Back up,
and that makes Sargent land on that arm he's been protecting as well. So
2 wideouts to the top. Here's Clark.
He's got
down
his guy.
The sideline wide open. And they're going to score easily and quick, leaving 46 seconds. Still on the clock. And going to number 19, Zach Oxborough.
Yeah, Oxborough does a good job. He's had a couple big catches today. You look up here at the top of your screen. Going to run just basically a go route on the outside. Not sure what the corner for Bear River was. When you're on the outside like that, that's a long way for a safety to try to cover. You want to keep running in that kind of situation with that outside receiver. He doesn't.
Oh, my goodness. Skyview, when you need a play.
Yeah, huge play. 46 seconds left in that one, and Skyview, I believe they missed that PAT, so it's 20-14 Bobcats.
46 seconds left. We don't know how many timeouts Bear River has, but they got some time.
They got a little bit of time. Crazier things have happened.
That's correct. Lone Peak came down from being out of it, not only on the scoreboard, but just not looking engaged to take a 3-possession lead at half. So A lot of crazier things can happen. Let's head out to Orem here. Oh, never mind. We got a timeout. Stansbury ended up scoring. How about number 1 Crimson Cliffs on the ropes here?
Man, Stansbury has looked great. You heard Moose Bingham on the call. 4th down has been the money down for the Stallions. 4th and 17 when I had all the belief in the world that they would convert.
All the belief in the world.
They score a touchdown, another 4th down touchdown.
I couldn't talk Jeff down. He was so optimistic that it's going to happen.
I was adamant.
Adamant, yeah.
When it is 4th and 17, you obviously go for it every time.
I said number 1 Crimson Cliffs. That's my bad. They're 5th in the RPI.
Number 1 in our hearts.
Well, see, now you're not being neutral, Jeff. You're going to get a whole bunch of other people upset at you for that
true.
one.
We can't win. I'm just trying to help you out, and now I'm a loser.
Yeah, just, you don't have to save your friend. Just grab your own oxygen mask first. Save yourself, Jeff.
That's right.
You're probably better off that way. Let's see, where do we want to go? What do we have going on? Let's head back to Orem coming out of that timeout.
A great job reading that tunnel screen. That is the type of play to start building some momentum. I hate to harp on momentum, but it is so key.
You're always harping on momentum. Every color guy I've been with has harped on momentum, Gavin. You're not the first, trust me.
It is because it is so key to the game.
It is. Play clock down to 3. Kaava from the shotgun, and they just got it away. 3 men on the rush. Pressure coming. He gets hit as he throws. Alta's wide open. Touchdown. And we have a man
All right,
down.
we're going to take you back to Bear River because this one just seconds remaining. 20-14. Skyview did miss that kick.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Never mind.
Timeouts. We didn't know how many timeouts they had, and we know now they have at least one fewer.
They went to break.
It happens.
So, we'll do the same. We'll take a break. Top of the hour, 9 o'clock hour coming up. When we come back, you're listening to Friday Night Red Zone.
All of us, buddy. Trust me.
Akana receiving that touchdown.
Finally, the cannon goes off. We were waiting for it. As Micah Seufale, who remember was injured earlier in that scrum, able to get up and jog off the field under his own power. Meanwhile, LR2 is going
Micah Seufale, the
to go
injured
for
Tiger
2.
player.
22 unanswered points now by the Tigers.
Would the representative from Smiths please make your way
this
to the
is a
north
great
end of the
time
football
to-
field?
Well, I was
The
about to say
representative
go
from
for
Smiths
2, but
to
it
the
looks
north
like
Simmons in trouble. Ball's
Great
tipped.
defense. Great defense.
Great job by Roy.
Okay, Roy. 2 great plays right there. Forcing that 4th down. As Woodscross got to know, Roy's been playing 0 coverage on those 3rd downs. This is where you slipped in and got the openings there. You got to be able to protect. You got to max protect right there so you can at least block and go.
I believe that was number 87, Riker Cordero, with the pass breakup to force the 4th down and a punt. They bring the house. They don't get him. He gets it off, but he's got a return here. He's got a shot. Nope, no chance. Woodscross wraps him up quickly. Great job by the Woodscross special teams. But Roy will have great field position. So you talk about that choice earlier to punt on 4th down. It turned out to be the wise choice. Their defense gets the job done with a 3-and-out slide, and now they've got great field position.
This is what you want to do. You're in a tight football game. It's not all about every single possession. You got to set up. It's chess. You got to set up the next move. The next time they're on offense, they make themselves have a short field. 53 yards to go is a lot better than 80.
This is a big possession in the game with 10 minutes to play. Roy has a 6-point lead. Sella up the middle. 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. They'll give him about 6, actually. They'll mark him down at the 47 of Woods Cross. You wonder if Roy's going to turn the tables on Woods Cross here and grind some clock and get their power run game going.
Also on the tackle.
Clock runs. We're under 9.5 to play. Gardner gives Sella first down and more into the secondary again, down to the 35.
Grind it out with Sella. He's been great for you all game. It's when you've gone away from him is where the game has kind of slipped away from you. Keep feeding Sella. He's doing great. He had that touchdown in the first half. Here he's grinding it out, making it happen.
First and 10 from the 35. 9 minutes left to play. Give up the middle. Sella again. The safety's got to come up and make the stop. He's got another first down.
Great job right here. Great surge by that offensive line. Great job by Sella at hitting the hole right at the right time, accelerating through that, picking up that first down.
Roy's like, hey, we got a 200-pound back of our own. We're going to run right at you. That's what they're doing right now.
We know how to grind some clock, too.
First and 10 from the 25. Sella again. Sella breaking tackles, about an 8-yard gain. Down to the 22-yard line.
Hi, everyone. It's Friday night.
Hi, Dan.
9 o'clock.
It's the witching hour.
Yes, sir. We've got Roy leading Woods Cross 20-14. Roy with it inside the 20. Let's head out. Nope. We're going to switch because Crimson Cliffs just scored a touchdown.
There's a flag.
Mm.
And it looked like a holding flag. Oh, Dane's got a flag today. There it is. The flag is here.
Just for you.
I appreciate that.
You know, if you want to throw that out of anger for, flags, you can do so. Just don't throw it against any glass or monitors.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a legit looking flag, too.
It's real.
Yeah, the real deal.
Yeah, I still get emails from the referee store because I bought this bad boy. So,
and they think you're one of them.
If you ever want to join us, Jeff, I can give you the website. You can go get this and a whistle even.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's quite the offer. So the touchdown, that is a holding on Crimson. Touchdown comes off the board. Still in the red zone. Right there, ready to score. Knocking
Also,
on the door.
Just to update you, Bear River has not been able to move the football much. They've got a 3rd and long. They actually had it across the 50, but a penalty brought it back. So they've got 3rd and long, 13 seconds left for Bear River, trailing Skyview 20-14 as Crimson. Oh, what a breakup.
Yeah, really, really good play by the defensive back there.
You got to work with me here, Jeff. See, I set it up, and it's.
I thought we were. Yeah, I'll wear that one. That one's on me.
In fairness, I heard a click. Well, now I'm hearing all sorts of other stuff. Why? Because North Summit. Did they just score? I got distracted by rattling.
I thought the world was coming
I think North Summit just had a big play. This was a 12-6 ball game, and let's have a look.
Block in the back there.
Back there.
Didn't see the other one. We'll see where the flag's actually called. So we'll see where it is. The North Summit Braves and the Beavers. This is huge, as it's 12-6 Beavers with the lead, depending on what they call.
See that one more time. There was a Beaver player that tripped.
What a great job by Robert Young.
You got to watch the waistline, just like in basketball. Take up space. He is just way too quick. Look at this great RPO.
His lateral quickness is terrific.
Oof. Oof.
That stat.
Sherritt looks far side. Got his man. Holt trying to get to the end. He's escorted out at about the 2. And it'll be 4th down.
Man.
Gardner. Sella up the middle. Why not? All the way down to the 5.
Telling you, ride Sella. I'd give him the ball. You keep grinding out this clock. By the time Woodcross gets the ball again, it should be 4 minutes and like 20
15.
seconds.
He's in the backfield. Gets the carry. Pile's moving. Did he get it, though? Referee on the near side says no. And the other referee agrees. The Stallions hold.
Phenomenal effort. He got 1 yard and 7/8.
Sella up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown. He owned that drive. It's fitting that he finished it.
Shout out to that offensive line. Again, that surge off that left side of offensive line. He was able to cut all the way back right there. Back to that C gap. Made a defender miss, and he was right in the end zone. Great job.
All right, so how about that Stansbury defense? I think we saw it there just momentarily. Stansbury able to get a hold at the goal line.
Huge. Huge play.
We talked about teams that could compete with Ridgeline. That's why I thought the physicality of Stansbury showing up there. Hey, they ended up counting that touchdown, which North Summit fans are grateful. Vince Francis is grateful as well because now his drink didn't spill over for
no
nothing,
reason.
right?
Yeah,
like
that was important.
Yeah, the Red Bull.
We had that earthquake a few years ago. It felt similar. I was getting a little bit nervous.
I heard a similar rattling, and there were arms flailing all over in the studio. So how about this? Do you want to know how important the kicking game is? Moose Bingham right now is smiling somewhere. North Summit with a chance to go up by 1. It's 12-12, $1:47 left, fourth quarter, and the ever-important point after and the lead on the line here at North Summit.
There has not been a converted PAT yet in this game.
The climactic extra point finally going to happen. Smith with the hold. This is huge. We're tied at 12, minute 47 left. Snap is back, and the kick is up, and no good. It bounces off the upright, and it is tied at 12.
Did somebody get a fingertip on that?
Oh, man. Off the crossbars. This isn't soccer?
I thought this was going to make it as we have a look at the replay. Like, I think it's going to go. I think it's
ran out of gas.
Meanwhile, if you're eyeing that truck, there's good lighting. Don't go do any ruckus in that parking lot. There's like a spotlight on that vehicle.
There is.
It's almost like a promotion.
So 12-12 North
My
Summit and
goodness.
Beaver, the ever popular football score of 12-all.
Let's have overtime, eh? In the preview of the 1A state championship, Orem with a big play. Just made it out to midfield. They were backed up on their own 1. How about this? Orem trailed AF 20-3 early in the year. They came back to win.
Yeah.
They trailed this one 21-7. They now lead at 30-21. Orem, man.
When they gear up, I don't know what it is, but they find this extra something in some of these games. They couldn't find it last week, at least defensively against Skyview, but they find something. And when that Orem offense is going and that Orem defense is engaged, they look as good as anybody in 5A.
Meanwhile, do my eyes deceive me? Is it a close game at Lone Peak? No. Okay. My eyes deceive me. It is a close game at Pineview where the Panthers are leading the Cedar Reds 24-21 fourth quarter. We'll check on in that one in a little bit. Stansbury able to work out from the shadow of their own goal line. They've got this up to the 15, so they've got a little room. This drive will continue in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Woods Cross, they're approaching midfield with their ground game. So some good action.
Oh, Stansbury, I think a penalty. We've got defenses running off the field now. Crimson is celebrating. I see a flag.
Safety, maybe?
Maybe.
Could
I'm
be a
not sure
holding
what
in the end
happened.
zone.
Yep, I think it was. Let's get out to Stansbury and let Moose Bingham tell us what's going on.
He dove cliffs, but it also gives them the ball back with 5:48 to go, and now it's only a 5-point game.
That gives you the 2 possessions you need, and you can go for 2 and make it 24. That's what they'll most likely do, which makes it a 3-point game if they can score and get a 2-point. I know I'm a little bit ahead of myself, but I'm a coach. I'm thinking, okay, what points add up to 3 so we can get a field goal?
And this game is turned on its head now. With 5:48 to go, the Stansbury crowd is stunned at the moment.
You can hear a pin drop in this stadium.
So it's a safety on the Stallions for the holding call in the end zone.
In the shotgun, rolling to his right, has a receiver. That's Reagan Bradshaw. Bradshaw looking for the edge, shakes a tackle, and he'll get outside the 40. He is hit out of bounds. Sargent
absolutely lit him up.
But Bradshaw, how about Bradshaw? Smart for the senior to get out of bounds.
Yep, that very smart move.
Yeah, had Reagan Bradshaw stepped out of bounds, Sargent would have ended up with a penalty. But instead, he stayed in the field of play.
Yep.
1st and 10, though, for the Beavers at the 39-yard line. About to the right is Albrecht for the Beavers. Left is Hollingshead. 1:12 left in the game. We're all tied at 12. Overtime or the Beavers with the final drive. Here's Wheatley rolling to his right. Here comes some heavy pressure by Wheatley. Pass is knocked down. It'll be incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there from the Braves storming the house, and Wheatley can't get it off.
Let's take a look and see. He was looking for Radden. Oh, no, he had a wide open Gage Radden.
Yeah.
That was a huge knockdown because Radden was all by himself.
Yep.
2nd down and 10.
Couldn't get it off before those big hands come up and knocked it down.
Minute 7 left. Now the Beavers, do they use a run play to get some time off the clock, or do they just go for it?
Well, they've still got 61 yards to go, so they can't burn too much time off the clock at this point.
Now I just wonder if you go for overtime or you go for this. Here's Wheatley, back pass, good pressure. Excuse me, good coverage. There's Andrew Hollingshead. He's going to get about 4 yards. 3rd down coming up. And timeout by the Beavers. So they will spare some time. Wheatley with good protection as big number 75 does break through. That's Logan Judd, the senior. Again, this North Summit Brave team, just 23 seniors on the team.
Yeah, they've got a lot of experience.
Yeah,
they've played a lot of football, and they've got size and speed, and they've been tough for the Beavers.
Yeah, 58 seconds left in the game. The Beavers with the ball on their own 43-yard line.
All right, we got a timeout. We're going to quad box it up for you. We got a lot of action going on. It was a safety. Crimson Cliff's going to come out across midfield. Chance to take a lead.
Huge play. I mean, the safety, I believe it was a penalty in the end zone that resulted in a safety. And Crimson, they're already in plus territory. I don't know how much time is left, but I know we're getting towards the end of the 4th quarter.
A game we don't have. Fremont is going to shock Davis. I think that's going to happen.
Ooh, you're calling it now.
Yeah, it's 19-10. One of the crazy things, I was looking at prep for this week, and this was a game that I was like, oh, interesting. We know there's talent on Fremont. We know Davis is super loaded.
Yeah.
That's a great rivalry. That's the 2nd worst winning percentage for Davis against all the teams in that region. That has been a bugaboo team for them.
It's a long drive out there to Fremont. It feels, I mean, I don't know what the miles are. It really isn't that far. It feels forever when you're just driving west and west and west, and all of a sudden there's a high school.
I mean, you got to deal with all that clean air.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the mosquitoes, I live out there.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes are like the size of your hand. And so you got to get used to that too. It's a different environment.
I love Fremont.
I love Fremont.
I love going out to Fremont. It's still like it cools down in the evening.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get like the heat at all times of the day. It's awesome. I love it. How about Beaver throwing the football? Huh? Uh-oh. Crimson. The mighty, mighty Mustangs.
I think that's a Lofipo on the touchdown catch, if I'm not mistaken. Big touchdown catch. That was 49 yards for the score.
Remember, Stansbury made the goal line stop.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, we got him. A safety and now a touchdown, and now Stansbury's got work to do.
And a big moment here, I think you have to go for 2, right?
Well, as Moose Bingham pointed out, if you could have scored and go for 2, it's a field goal game. Now, how about this? This seems to indicate they maybe don't have a lot of... Oh, all right. They're rethinking here.
It does seem to indicate
you need the scenario card, right?
When the kicker comes out. Yeah, that is a good kicking indication, generally speaking.
Generally. 4th down here for Beaver. Oh, movement. That's not going to help the cause.
You know, I appreciate the officials that every official on the field threw the flag for that false start. We had 4 flags just to make sure there was no doubt that they were going to call that false start.
So here's the real question, Jeff. Are you comfortable then with that flag?
I think so.
Or is it still one you don't like?
No, that one I feel good about.
All right.
Because through the mouths of 4 witnesses, well, there's a lot of witnesses.
Not only that wasn't just like a little flinch. That was like we're 2 yards down the field, right?
Well, everybody was sure to get that one.
And now Beaver punting, I think the right call here, 39 seconds left. You're really playing for OT in this situation. Right?
Yeah. Special teams have been a problem in this game. This punt could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a made point after try, including one that would have given North Summit a 1-point lead. Now the Braves will come out starting at their own 25, 27-yard line or so.
I'm trying to remember. Was Beaver in overtime last week, too?
I don't think
2
so.
weeks? It feels like
'Cause
they
I
were
think Beaver
just...
has been pretty dominant.
Maybe I'm making it up. I feel like they were just in overtime.
I could be wrong. Stansbury here, trying to defend this 2-point try. Crimson looking to make this 3-point lead.
Coach Stokes is sitting there. He's like, okay, I see what I want. Let's get trips going.
Hold to the right side. Trips now there. Sherritt waits, throws over the middle, and it's caught. And the 2-point conversion is good. And guess who it is again? It's a Lofripo.
Malachi, you're going to have more schools offering you if you're not careful. UNLV might not be the only school trying to get that LOI when everything's said and done.
So the 2-point conversion is good, and it's 24-21 now in favor of the Mustangs with 4:46 to play.
Man, I have been so impressed by Malachi.
All right, we're going to go peel into a new game here. Cedar and Pineview, 24-21. Third down here for Pineview, leading the Reds by 3.
And Shaw goes up the middle. It's caught. That's Corbin Yoakum. He takes it down inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, Panthers.
Yeah, and Corbin, all he did there was curl in front of the safety and said, you know what, I'm going to box you out, and I'm going to make this catch. And,
all right, we just want to update you officially so you don't have to rely on rumors. It's been confirmed.
Yeah.
Beaver North Summit, overtime.
Pineview here in the red zone. This feels like Brock Harris territory. If you've got a guy like Brock Harris right here, you got to find Brock Harris.
Handoff. Garrett Williams dives forward. Does he have enough? Touchdown! What a play as he dove for that line. Check it out on the Holbrook Asphalt replay. Cuts inside, gets stopped up at about the 3-yard line and takes a dive with the outstretched hand. Pineview Panther touchdown. That puts them up now 30-21, PAT pending.
All right, Jeff,
it wasn't
Brock Harris / run the football.
Like, selfishly, I wanted to see Brock Harris.
I wanted to, too.
So, I'm happy for you, Pineview, but also you're tacky and I hate you.
Man, harsh words there. Let's head out to Roy. Woods Cross trailing here by 2 possessions, 2.5 to go, and moving the football.
3 passing touchdowns on the whole season coming in here, and now they got 2 tonight.
And Martin have their touchdowns, both touchdown receptions. They need one here. They're in range, 2nd and 10 from the 32 with 2:37 to play. They're going to run this time, and he's got room to run. Vili Tampa inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line.
You're going to call timeout here?
Viliami Tampa to attack.
No, they're not going to call timeout. They're going to do a substitution. Quick play here. Got to go. You're down by 2 scores.
Clock
Gotta
stops
go.
while they move the chains.
Got to go.
Now it's running.
Clock is going.
Simmons will throw. In the pocket.
Great protection.
Goes to the corner of the end zone. That's trouble. Intercepted. He's got a shot. 30. Cuts it back inside. Now to midfield. He's still going. He's got blockers. Touchdown Roy. 99 yards.
That's 101 yards. He was in
Technically 101, but he didn't have.
Yo.
How about that for fireworks?
Folks, the speed.
There you go, folks. You want history? We just saw history.
101 yard. It was Parker Kingston for BYU, the former Roy Royal, running all over the field a week ago, and then the Roy team says, hey, we can do that too. 101 yards.
Officially, it's 99.
Well,
I look, it's 101, but in terms of the stats and books, rules,
who needs
it's 99. But there you go. Congratulations. That's awesome. Zay Morris with a pick 6. That will cement that one away. Let's head back out to Stansbury. We got overtime getting ready to start at North Summit. We'll get you out there for that. But let's head back to Stansbury. Stallions trailing here by 3.
Top receiver wide open over the middle.
He's going to want that one back for
Just
sure.
a little off target, and it's now 4th down. This will be the 4th time tonight. The Stallions will go for it.
4th down has been the money down, though. What I've loved is Coach Leslie has made phenomenal calls on 4th down all night long. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And timeout is called. And that should be the last timeout for Stansbury.
All right, we got a timeout there. We got time in at North Summit. Overtime getting ready to start. Beaver will have the first possession. You excited for this, Jeff?
There is nothing more Friday Night Lights than overtime 1A football. This is everything high school football is supposed to be.
Here's the real question, and I say this with a lot of love in my heart. It may not come out that way, but
great.
1A, they run the ball a lot, right?
Yeah.
Usually they're on the bus by now. These games fly.
Yeah.
We're almost at 9:30 overtime. Who's got the stamina? It's a long road trip for Beaver. To close this game out.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories at play, and you see Beaver here on the pitch.
You want stamina? There you go, eh?
Holy cow, they answered that question.
Yeah,
They've got
did.
stamina. Let's get out to it as Beaver inside now the 10, call it the 8-yard line here in overtime.
Didn't quite get shifted over by the time that play started, and so Deegan Blackner had an advantage getting out front.
Yeah, great blocks. Carter and Radden on the outside.
Look who's in on the tackle there.
Looks like the ball at the 9. So 1st and goal at the 9 for the Beavers. We're in overtime. 12-12 the score on the Beaver Valley Hospital scoreboard. Wheatley now in the shotgun. Wheatley will run to the left side. Finds a lane, not a lot there. And he'll get inside down to the 5. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Gain of 4. Yep, good blocking. Zayden Gillens leading the way.
All right, we want to update you on other action. Stansbury had a 4th down, and Crimson got the stop. The Mustangs will come out, taking over at the 41-yard line, leading Stansbury 24-21. That game late in the 4th quarter. Let's head back to Beaver.
Falling blockers, boy, just gummed
nothing.
up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And he kind of stopped. He had plenty of room, but nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. And, again, the North Summit defense bottled that up pretty good.
Yep, really good job. So third down and goal from the 5. And I'm guessing 4-down territory with the 2 missed extra points.
Yeah, I don't think they can afford to attempt a kick.
This game has been a defensive gem for both teams. Both defenses have been sensational. Can the Braves hold the Beavers out of the end zone? Here's Wheatley under center. 3rd and goal. Wheatley back to pass, rolling to his right. He's being chased down, and he'll be hit as he throws, and it'll go out of bounds. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 5.
Ooh.
I think Wheatley did a good job not just chucking that ball up.
Yep, you can't afford an interception there, and they live to play another down, but this is the down right here.
Everyone covered. If you watch that replay, everyone in the end zone covered.
Yep.
So the Beavers with the offense on the field. Again, struggles with kicking. The Beavers' normal kicker out with a concussion protocol. It's a huge play.
Yeah, so they almost have to get a touchdown here.
Farm Bureau Financial Services keep another key play of the game. They got 5 on the play clock. 4th and goal. Wheatley snaps it, pitches out. This is going to be a pass play, wide open receiver.
Oh,
and it's going to be intercepted. The Braves hold. Boy, the receiver was open. The pass just came late and intercepted.
Short.
The Braves hold.
Yep, just pass came short.
Yeah, just too late as the receiver stayed right in the middle of the field. Had he been able to go to the right farther, might have had an opportunity.
Yeah.
So now North Summit has the advantage. We're all tied at 12. And all they have to do is score either a field goal or a touchdown will win the game for the North Summit Braves. The Braves will have the ball on the 25-yard line. And, of course, just regular rules apply in the overtime. So they can get a first down.
Well, the advantage they have is they still have their kicker.
They do have a kicker. So here we go. Smith in the shotgun. Can the Beaver defense hold? Smith back to pass. Will run on that right side. Finds the lane. Gains 5.
And you got to know he's not going to pass.
He might.
No.
He's a decent passer. He's got 500
He's a
yards
decent passer. You don't want to risk an interception when you got a kicker that can win the game.
Yeah, really great job. I think that was Andrew Hollingshead with another solo tackle on Smith. Gain of 5. Overtime here at North Summit High School, 12-12. Smith stays in the shotgun. Nelson with him in the backfield. Smith. The ball's loose on the field, and Smith running backwards, and he's got some blockers and some space. He's going to go inside the 20 and take another tough hit.
Titan Hunter on that tough hit. Wow.
Wow. You know, Smith, very fortunate not to lose a lot of yards. That went right through his hands.
Yeah.
He was actually back at the 32. And so now it's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Braves. Okay, the Braves might be in 4-down territory as well here.
Win it with the kick.
Both teams tired. You can see it on the field. 12-12, 3rd down and 2. Smith in the shotgun. Snaps back. Smith will run on that left side, and he's hit in the backfield by Gage Radden. Loss on the play back to the 20. Now decision time for the North Summit Braves. Do they kick a field goal or go for it?
They kick a field goal.
And it is field goal team coming on. So neither team able to convert a kick in this game. It's 12-12, 4 touchdowns. Nope, that's incorrect. 2 field goals, no extra points, but 2 field goals.
Two field goals,
Yep.
2 no extra points, 1 from each team.
Yeah. So can Whitaker knock down? Now we know Whitaker has the range. We saw him hit a 50-yard field goal in the pregame.
We're going to have a timeout.
And a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well and be back with the winning kick possibility from North Summit Braves on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
Kern River Gas Trans.
Presented by Heidemann and Associates. So it seems after the conference, the spot of the ball is correct. And they are going to reset the clock to 1 minute and 55 seconds as the play was not, as it was deemed a dead ball foul prior to the snap.
I just want to make you aware, handshakes at Stansbury. Crimson Cliffs able to come from behind, get the win over the Stallions. Impressive run late, 9 unanswered there to close it out.
Yeah, big stand by the defense to get that safety after the offense stumbled, couldn't get the ball in the end zone inside the 5-yard line.
Beautiful touchdown catch there, but let's head out. Game-winning field goal on the line here for North Summit in overtime.
A field goal wins the game.
All comes down to
goes
this.
to another overtime period. Smith with the hold. Snap is back. Whitaker's kick is up. It has the distance, but goes off to the left. No good. We continue in overtime.
My goodness. Oh, my goodness.
All right, double overtime coming up. But before we do that, we're going to head to a break. Last break on this Friday night. You're listening to KSL Sports Red Zone.
Coming up for these two teams.
So the question comes in, how the heck does Beaver's kicker get a concussion when he hasn't played in the game? And the kicker plays safety in the JV. So we're assuming that in the JV game he got a concussion. We don't have the details, but that's our assumption.
It is. He played in the JV game, so I'm assuming that happened in the JV game.
Yeah.
What a costly break for the Beavers.
The JV game happened just before this game earlier today.
So now North Summit will have the first opportunity in overtime. Smith back to pass. Smith looking to the right side, has a pass away, and it's going to be caught, taken away by number, is that 14? Yeah. Number 14, Touche. And he just out jumps for the reception, and it's inside the 15.
Yeah, just
Orton right there. Touche has good position, though, in front of the ball.
Yep. Took it away from him.
First down and 10 at the 14 for North Summit. Good throw by Smith. Touche and Richens out to the left. Smith in the backfield. Smith runs to the right side. Well, he pitches out to Nelson. Nelson hit after a very short gain, 2nd and long.
McCabe Nelson on the carry.
So McCabe Nelson. Now, I'm not sure. We haven't seen Austin Avon for a while either, so I'm not sure what happened with him.
Oh, that's right. I didn't think about that. But
yeah, I mean, he's been on the sideline most of the game, so, and he was the leading rusher coming into the game. 2nd down and 9. Coach Holmes said that they were battling injuries as well, so Beavers lost 2 linemen in this one, 2 of their starters. 2nd down and 9 from the 13. We're in the 2nd overtime period. We're all tied at 12. Richens split to the left along with Touche, and Smith stays in the shotgun with Nelson. And now a timeout by North Summit. And we'll take it as well. Be back in 30 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor. And the potential to take you anywhere.
Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Ski Chevy is back with season passes to Solitude Mountain Resort when you purchase or lease. Ski Chevy now at your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back. It's a 2nd overtime period here at North Summit. North Summit with the first advantage. Beaver will have a chance to answer. North Summit with a 2nd down and 9. Ball's at the 13. We're all tied at 12 on the Beaver Valley Hospital scoreboard. Sunrise Engineering postgame coming up. Check out Sunrise Engineering at sunrise-eng.com. Here's Smith in the shotgun. Smith fakes a pass. He's going to go up the middle, and he's got some space. He's trying to get to the edge. Smith very fast, and he'll go down short of the first down. 3rd and short coming up inside the 10.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get away, but Beaver's defense collapsed just in time.
Yeah, as we take a look at it, Gage Radden does a good job of staying home, and then it was actually Blackner that turned Smith back into the defense.
Yep.
So 3rd down and 4 for the North Summit Braves. 2nd overtime period. They missed a field goal to win the game at the end of the first one. Smith in the shotgun, 2 receivers right. Nelson in the backfield. I think Smith runs this. Smith fakes a run, goes around the left side, and Smith is going to get near the first down. He dives forward, and he may get it.
All right, welcome back. We got double overtime, and it's North Summit starting with the ball. They had a 3rd and about 4. I think they're just short here, Jeff.
I think they gave it to him. Yeah, they gave it to him. So they got 1st and goal from just inside the 5 in the opening frame of double overtime.
I'm looking for old number 45. That's Buck Sargent. He's 6'4", 203 pounds. Look at him.
He looks enormous. He looks like Optimus Prime.
He's huge.
Playing against a bunch of humans.
Of the end zone, ball's at the 1, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, big surge by both teams. Pile up at the end zone.
Yeah, I didn't see the Beaver player, but there was a Beaver player that actually pulled him back out.
Maverick Albrecht.
Yeah, Maverick Albrecht with
pulled
a
him back.
big one. Yep, goal. Ball's at the 1. Beavers loading up the line of scrimmage. Do you let Smith go out to that left side? He's been deadly all game long.
Yeah.
Or do you just say, we got the horses, we're going up the middle?
I think he's going to quarterback sneak it right here.
Smith follows, and Smith hit at the line of scrimmage. A flag on the play.
Oh, dear, another false start.
And we'll see if this is, false start on the Braves. We saw this in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 6 instead of the 1. And that's not necessarily terribly bad, as Smith was blocked at the line of scrimmage immediately.
Yeah.
So
Beaver stood him up, and he wasn't going to get it, but they've hurt themselves on the goal line earlier in the game with this same penalty.
2nd down and goal from the 6 now. Again, double overtime. This is 2nd overtime period. North Summit, Beaver will have an opportunity to answer after this. Smith stays in the shotgun. 2nd and goal. And Smith rolls that left side under some heavy pressure, and he'll get hit and driven backwards. 3rd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, stood up there at the end by Titan Hunter. No, it was Aiden Gillens.
So we'll watch the replay and see where. So Smith goes to that left side. Radden falls off a block, and it's actually going to be, as you mentioned, Titan Hunter with the tackle. 3rd and goal from the 5. 2 receivers to the right. Smith back to pass, rolling right, looking to the side. He'll run up the middle, go towards the goal line. Smith pushing forward, and he's short of the goal line at the 1.
Oh, goodness.
4th and goal.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. Now, do you kick a field goal or do you go for it? What do the Braves roll the dice or do they take the 3? With the way the kicking's been in this game, maybe you just go for it. I think one of the players down the field now.
I think they're going to quarterback sneak it again.
Now this is trouble because whoever it is has to go out for a play, I believe, and it's cramps on the field. Trainer runs out to attend to the player. I'm not sure.
All right, so we will stay right here. We're going to take you through scores and action. A lot of games coming to a conclusion. Jeff, what have you got for us?
The run is over for our beloved Tigers. Grantsville, 12-0 over Ogden. Still an impressive showing and really a good Ogden team on the road at Grantsville. Grantsville gets the win and moves to 6-1. And that will be the first loss for Ogden. They move to 5-1 on the season.
That's a good win. Good win for Grantsville. And look, I mean, moral victories. I know different people have different opinions on it, but you go on the road to Grantsville. It's a tough place to play.
Yeah.
6-0 like Ogden. You're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Shocker of the night. Fremont upsets Davis. 19-10, that game final. Bessinger threw for over 300, but Davis as a team only ran for 40 yards. 4-0. Not going to get it done as they lose one on the road. And I think we mentioned this early in the year, Jeff. We didn't know if anyone would go undefeated in Region 1.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. Another game we talked about earlier, Bingham and Harriman. You mentioned it. This feels like the year for Harriman, but Bingham gets the best of them. It's 21-0. Charger Doty had an 80-yard interception return for a touchdown. I think that's his 2nd or 3rd pick 6 on the season.
Weber all over Syracuse, so that means the last undefeated team in Region is Fremont. Fremont, your last undefeated team in Region 1. Let's head back out to North Sargent.
To Richens. Richens down short of the goal line, and the Beavers hold on 4th and goal, and they have a chance to win the game on their next possession.
Wow, can you even believe that? Caleb Carter with the tackle holds him short. And Beavers make a life-saving stand.
Caleb Carter with a great...
Well, you know where my play call would have been. I would have gone to Sargent. It was North Summit. My bad. Little Freudian slip there.
But you called for the North Sargent play, and it probably would have got into the end zone.
Yeah, I'd take my chances with 6'3", 203, but
yeah,
I'm not a coach.
I'm not here to doubt you. Bountiful beat Clearfield 41-0, and that's probably all we need to say about that.
Lone Peak comes back, trailed that game 14-0, 42-21 last check. All Knights.
A game that you had brought up earlier. 7-7 when it was. You brought up Skyline West when it was 7-7. West must have heard you. They went on to score 49 unanswered points and won 56-7.
Funny, not one of us. I thought someone else told me they weren't a believer in West yet.
Not us.
56-7. Oh man, let's stay in that region, shall we? East got off to a great start. They led Brighton 17-10. Brighton scores 21 and answered, and the Bengals with a 31-17 win over the East Leopards.
Beaver has the ball here in their possession of second overtime. First down play goes nowhere. North Summit, the way that the kicking game has gone, North Summit, they get a stop here. They might have a chance for a third overtime.
Might have a chance. A big second down play here. Wheatley gonna keep nowhere to. Oh my goodness!
Wow,
turning nothing into something there.
Wow.
How about Orem? I mean, the comeback tenacity of this group, after coming off the heartbreaking loss last week, they looked, I don't know, I'll say I thought they looked a little flat coming out in this one.
Yeah.
But they got their wheels under them. They come back. They hand Maple Mountain their first loss, 30-28, Orem with the win over the Golden Eagles.
They got Kauai Akana going in the passing game. Taden Kava found some confidence, and that really was the difference maker in that game. Okay, Dane, we've got, I believe, fourth down coming up here. The way kicking is going, I don't think you can kick this. This is interesting. Let's get back out to North Summit to figure out what the Beavers are going to do.
Wheelie, 4th down and 5. Could be the third overtime period coming up after this 4th and 5. Beavers will take a timeout. We'll keep it here.
Coach Marshall going to ask for a few moments to talk about this.
Yeah. Well, with the 4th down.
All right, we got a timeout, so we will continue to take you through action here. This is one I'm a bit of a shocker, Jeff. Uinta defeating Salem Hills 18-15.
Wow.
I did not see that one coming at all.
Yeah, that is a surprising one. And another surprising game, still last reported about 7 minutes left. Bonneville still up on the road at Northridge. It's 22-8 Lakers. Bonneville, I think they're 1-5 on the season.
Wow.
Northridge has been ranked for the last couple of weeks. This would be a pretty big upset.
Would certainly have impact in our top 25. Mountain Crest.
Oh.
The Mustangs handing Green Canyon a dose of medicine. 28-14. Mountain Crest with the win at home over the Wolves, as Beaver is going to try a 31-yard field goal here to walk it off in double overtime.
Deegan Horner, the senior. Snap is back. Kick is up and is no good off to the side. Both teams have missed an opportunity to win the game with a field goal. I have been asking for years to have a game ends with a field goal, and they still have not delivered me that ending.
Oh, the drama continues. Oh, my goodness.
We're at 9:40. I hope that the game doesn't expire on TeamHive.live. We'll have to have Walt check it. And watching this game, there are 1,000 people watching.
So we will head to triple overtime.
Love it. Things you love to see.
I told you, Jeff, this would be a game that I would be like all over for Game of the Week if I wasn't in studio.
Yeah. Yeah. And you really wanted to get out to Colville.
I did. I would have loved to have covered, Beaver.
Yeah.
Love the Beaver football program and North Summit. We've made some great relationships there over the years. This is great matchup, and grateful to have Team Hive live there so we can check in on this one.
We might need to find a way to get out there later. I need you to introduce me, because I know you're kind of a celebrity when you go to places like Morgan.
No. They couldn't care any less when I go out there, let's be honest.
Well, either way, I want to get out there and see it up close and personal.
Let's do it.
So come playoff time, maybe we have to figure that out.
Oh, hey, new rules. Look at this. Triple overtime. We're starting for just 2-point conversions here.
I love it.
Rapid fire.
The quarterback, he'll roll to his right. It's a pass. Will he go backwards? He'll run all the way. Fake a pass. He's got a lane to the left side. Wheatley scores the touchdown. Wow. Cody Wheatley. Now, that play was blown up by North Summit and the senior quarterback with a heads-up move. Let's see the replay.
He couldn't just run it straight up the middle. He's got to make some drama out of it. Look at this.
He goes to his right. Hunter picks up a block. He goes left. And then a nice block on the outside by number 79 for the Beavers. And that is Jex Puffer with a great block on the left side. Puffer not normally playing offensive line. And Puffer did a sub. He might be our sub of the game. We've got lots of opportunities for players of the game.
He might be.
Now it comes down to this for the North Summit Braves. Can they score and tie this up with the Beavers? Jake Smith, impressive senior quarterback. He's had a heck of a game.
Comes down to this.
Smith takes a snap. He's going to throw a pass out to the side. And lots of players. Nelson dives in the end zone, and we are tied again. We do it all over again. Overtime, number 4 from North Summit High School. Wow. Jeez Louise, this is awesome. I wish every game was like this. 14-, so they get 2 points for each of those, so it's 14-14 now. It's just a 2-point conversion. And now the North Summit Braves will start.
Now
and then the Beavers have it. So Smith stays in the shotgun. Overtime period number 4. Smith will take the snap. He'll pass out to the right side, Richens, and he will not get in as he is stopped inside the 5. So it's no good. Now the Beavers can win with a score. Great play on that outside.
See that the last conversion was the 3rd overtime, right?
Yeah, so this is the 4th.
This is the 4th.
4th overtime.
Okay. So this was.
I don't know if they count it like that. I have never been to this point of an overtime. So I don't know if each one constitutes an overtime period. But I'm going to say it's a 4 overtime game. So the Beavers can win with a score. Right now it's 14-14. No time on the clock. Man,
okay,
this is
so
fun.
they score here, they win in fourth overtime.
This is it.
This is it.
If the Beavers win, here's Wheatley under center.
If not,
heavy
we go
on
to
the
a
left
fifth.
side. Wheatley takes the snap, pitches out to Blackner, and he's going to be stopped short as well, as that was blown up by the North Summit Braves on that outside edge.
Totally blown up. They saw that coming all the way.
Both teams did exactly the same thing. The defenses have started in this one anyway, and Blackner out, and you got to give big credit to number 71 who blew that one up, Brendan Smith. So now the Beavers will have the first, fifth overtime. 5 OT. I got a text from my mother who said, "This is past my bedtime." Hi, Mom.
It's past all of our bedtimes.
Yeah, I think everybody's still awake. 9:45 at night, and here we go. 5th overtime period. The Beavers with a chance to take the lead. North Summit has a chance to answer. 2-point conversion attempt from the 3. Here's Wheatley. Wheatley with the long snap count will take the ball on the left side. Foul blockers dive in. He is not going to get anywhere. North Summit blows that up. Now the Braves with a chance to win the game with the 2-point conversion. The defense back out on the field for the Beaver High School Beavers.
Yeah, game's on the line again. Here we go.
Yeah, another great play by the defensive line. And now can the Beavers answer? Their defense has been spectacular inside the 3-yard line. 5th overtime for these two teams. We're still tied at 14. Regulation ended at 12-12. I like this format. Okay, here's Smith in the shotgun. Nelson in the backfield with him. And a timeout by the Beavers. We'll keep it here. The Beavers didn't like some setup, and they wanted to talk about it. Coach Steve Hutchings says, get over here.
Okay, timeout there. We will bring you back for the 5th overtime. Yeah, this is awesome. We got an opportunity for a walk-off down at Pineview. Cedar trailing 31-27 final seconds.
They have a chance. Rolling out, they're going to go to the sideline. No, he drops it. Falls incomplete.
Yeah,
4.4.
Trying to run before he catches the ball.
This could be the final play of the game here on a 3rd and 10.
I could see him kind of rolling out a little bit here, maybe move the pocket to the field and then take a shot over there.
You got to give you time for your receivers to get downfield.
This is called, we used to call this Doug Flutie. This is the Hail Mary. So we used to call it the Flutie. So
final play of the game here.
That tailback probably security edge for him.
Panther defense is sacked way back. They're sending 4.
There you go.
Kelling launches it downfield. And it's dropped. The Panthers win 31-27.
Wow. Well, good opportunity. Let's head back out to overtime. Opportunity for North Summit to win it.
North Summit will call a timeout. They didn't like that one at all, and the coaching staff just a little bit frustrated. We'll take a 30-second break just to rest our voices and be back.
All right, a quick 30-second timeout there. We'll get back to that. Let's catch up on other action. Jeff, what do you got?
Well, I'm a little frustrated that these timeouts keep happening. I've been getting into this, hey, everything is sudden. I think all football should be played this way. My new favorite rule. I haven't seen it live until tonight.
It's fun.
What have I got? I've got Viewmont, big bounce back. Viewmont wins 49-21 on the road at Box Elder. Box Elder isn't as dominating as they have been, but that's never an easy place to go out and get a win. So big win for Viewmont.
And Viewmont had lost a couple. This is a good bounce back for them. And by the way, Titan Longson had this on good authority, broke 2 school records today, passing yards in a season and passing touchdowns in a season. Congratulations, Titan. Big. Quarterback there for Viewmont. Let's head back out to North Summit for this 5th overtime opportunity to win it.
Smith, high snap, goes to the left, goes over the middle, and the North Summit Braves defeat the Beaver Beavers as Smith goes right up the middle, untouched for the point after touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and the Braves snap the Beavers' winning streak. And Smith just able to break against the grain, and that's where Smith's had his success all.
Whew.
Yeah.
Well,
What
they
a
can all
game.
head home.
Yeah, what a game. Our great crew out there, Team Highlight, they can get home. They were ready to get home.
They were. It was a long game.
5 overtimes. That's a lot.
Fun, though. I like those new rules, yeah?
Yeah, that was fun. That's
fantastic.
That was a lot of fun. Going through some other scores. We haven't talked about Springville tonight, but Springville, they were hosting Wasatch. They get the win 20-6. Springville has quietly put together a 4-2 record. They just keep stacking up wins.
Yeah, that's a good one. Spanish Fork, the Dons, got to keep an eye out on this team. We've talked about running backs, and Caden Vest, he's one of the top rushers in the state. You mix that with that passing attack, they defeat Westfield tonight 49-20. Spanish Fork in 4A, I think that's another really scary team. Don't get talked about a lot, but I think they got all the pieces and weapons to really match up with anyone on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Another game, Timpanogos gets the win over Mountain View. That's noteworthy because 5 more touchdown passes for Andrew Hillstead. One of the best quarterbacks, putting together just a crazy statistical season. And we don't talk a ton about him, but Andrew Hillstead, another big game tonight for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and just to round out Region 8 teams, Provo with a big win tonight over Payson. This one was never really in doubt. Provo jumped on them early, ran away with this one 47-20. The Bulldogs remain undefeated in Region 8.
Speaking of never really in doubt, we talked about Ridgeline in the first half. They end up getting the win 68-0 over Logan. Nate Dolly and company, they are clicking. That offense has found another gear in the last few weeks, and they look great.
Well, I want to call out Sparta tonight. Old Murray, they had a pretty big moment last week. We didn't get a chance to do a show this week, so we didn't get to talk about it. Tonight, Murray defeats Hillcrest 45-7. Congratulations, Murray. Last week, Dylan Curtis hit 6 field goals.
Yeah.
He scored every point for Murray in the win. We didn't get a chance to talk about it. Wanted to call that out tonight. Congratulations, Dylan Curtis. I had it a note that was a state record. I haven't verified that, but a big night, 6 kicks for Dylan Curtis a week ago. He contributes again tonight in the win for Murray.
Richfield gets the win over Carbon 46-14. A couple of touchdowns from the best player in the state that nobody talks about, Gage Yardley. Continues to do it again. There's another Yardley who scored tonight, Trey Yardley. Richfield, they're clicking with Griffin Wayman at quarterback. They're right there with Morgan in 3A.
We talked about the depth that corner is having to show right now with all the men down. Bronson Evans had a passing touchdown tonight. Good for him. Weston Briggs, 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. I believe he's had back-to-back games of over 100 yards. His yardage hasn't been submitted for this one, but a pair of rushing touchdowns. One of those was a 20-yarder. This Corner Canyon team, their depth really being proven. They had a solid win tonight against a really gritty Riverton group in 49-21 for Corner. Despite all the injuries, they're figuring out a way, Jeff, to keep piling up wins.
Yeah, they just keep on winning. We'll see what happens with Helaman Kasuga. Hopefully he comes back. The state of Utah is better when Helaman Kasuga is on the field, so hopefully he's able to make it back. If he's not, it's good to see the Corner. The wheels aren't completely falling off. Another game, Mountain Ridge. They've had a couple of stumbles in the last couple of weeks. They get a big win over a stingy Copper Hills team. Mountain Ridge, they kind of break out. 63 points. They get the win 63-21.
Remember, Layton had that close game last week, lost to Fremont, I believe, 15-7. Layton fell down early to Farmington tonight. They came back, but not enough. 24-17, Farmington remains undefeated against the Layton Lancers.
Game we had here that we got out of as it kind of started to get away, Olympus and Alta. Olympus ends up getting the win 30-10. I remember a few weeks ago, Olympus, I think they were 1-2, 1-3, sitting at the bottom in the rankings in that region, and it was, I think Olympus and how they've been tested, this team, we talked about it, that they are much better than their record was, and here they are through a few weeks of region play, and Olympus is absolutely a threat. A big win on the road at Alta.
Last check, Lone Peak leading AF 49-28. Jeff, you got anything else?
No, I mean, a really good night, a lot of competitive games across the state. You love to see, once you get into region play, and teams start playing other teams, that there's that familiarity where you're playing every year, the coaches know each other, everybody knows tendencies, you start to see a lot of really tight matchups and a lot of surprising outcomes, and I think that's what we've seen tonight, and it's been fun. It's a lot of fun football.
Tell you this, I felt like this week was a bit of a statement week. We saw the finish North Summit and Beaver. Statement for North Summit. Beaver's still in the mix. I mean, that was a tough game. I expect those two will play again at some point. But at the end of the night, who would have thought that Fremont would be the last team remaining undefeated in Region 1? 5-2 the first year for that staff. What a job they've done in getting that program back on the winning side of things. You look at Lehigh dropping their first game of the year last night to Skyridge.
Huge.
You talked about Olympus, but West's last undefeated team in Region 6. There are
stories.
There's a lot of parity.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of teams are getting kind of first losses. You're starting to see some of the separation occur, and I don't know that separation is going to remain separate over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, just a few weeks left until we get to playoff season, and a lot of teams starting to come into form. I'm really excited to see what Fremont does the rest of the way. That is going to be a huge jolt of confidence for the Silver Wolves, and they're humming, right? They got off to a slow start, but Manasseh Tuatagaloa at quarterback, he has started to get comfortable. It's more than just Celeste Moa, right? Celeste Moa is a guy that everybody knows. He's the highly touted recruit. This Fremont team's more than just Celeste. They're not just throwing it deep to Celeste. This is an all-around effort, and defensively, they've been fantastic.
Because they turned Davis over a couple times tonight. Remember, this Davis team dropped 80 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And this Fremont team, you look at the last couple of years, it has not been the Fremont of old.
Right.
But this is a different group, and you got to give credit to the staff, the players for buying in, and being committed to changing that culture and that program, and they're seeing early returns from that. Good week.
Great week.
Good week. I want to thank you for joining us here on the Red Zone. Just a reminder, we'll have our top 25 videos. We'll have a catch-up show. We'll talk about 4 burning questions we'll have for you per week 7. And then we'll look ahead to some Week 8 action coming up around the corner. Be sure to join Jeff Hansen and myself on KSLSports.com for all of that content. And be sure to join us again here next Friday night for your Friday Night Red Zone. For Vince Francis, Jeff Hansen, my name's Dane Stewart. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week